greatness. It's just something we made up. Somehow we've come to believe that greatness is a gift, reserved for a chosen few, for prodigies, for superstars, and the rest of us can only stand by watching. You can forget that.
I want to be a race car driver someday. It's a great sport. It's all I've ever known. Race.
Ask any racer, any real racer. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning.
It is going to be Aaron Bockover with the white flag as Don Kilroy looks for his championship. Don and Kilroy 6 and second spot. Oh, the 6 car gets loose, holds on to it. Paulson was trying to make the move, couldn't quite get there.
I don't really care what Bockover was thinking, man. You know what? Take the win. Let Don win the champ.
In turns 3 and 4 now on the front stretch for the last time. Checkered flag unfurls. Aaron Bockover, your race winner. Done it! As everybody's looking to kind of congratulate him. Oh, there's the 3 car. He's going to wreck the 44 because they're teammates. Nice little congratulatory slam there out of the 3 of Corey Sherman. The race winner, Don Kilroy, Amanda Sherman picks up the banner for TNA. And then Amanda Sherman in the top 10. Amanda getting it done here in her A-car. She said she likes this track. She's been saying it for a couple of weeks. Right now, she's proving it out. The highest running TNA member, Amanda Sherman, running in the 8th spot here on lap 122. And 6th running in the 2nd spot right now. As Jamie Walker came down pit road. Oh my goodness. Vince and Arthur are going to come down pit road. Ladies and gentlemen, your new race leader, Terry the Man Foster, as she crosses the start-finish line. I almost saw a smile on that cup. Oh, look at that. Just as I was saying that, Derek Paulson stays up high. And we have a new race leader here on lap 14. It's going to be Corey Sherman.
Like you said, a lot of drivers are having a hard time with that. Now the stage 1 is ended. The Sherman is taking another stage here.
Stage 1 belongs to 3. At a Savage Edge, it's going to be Corey Sherman.
What is that called? I don't even know what the website is anymore, but feel free to.
Yeah, I'll be in Discord and everybody donate.
Yeah, everybody donate. God dang. Whoo! I'm feeling a little flustered up here.
Sam for shirts I can become sleeveless now.
You might want to corner that market, Aaron.
No, that's great because that's a huge thing. I mean, like for me personally.
Farm point standing as it is right now with 43 drivers, less than 10% have stuck through our loyalty. What you said, loyalty.
Something like that.
Since season 1.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Charlotte, North Carolina. Tonight, the home of the Lorilty 360. Yeah, I said it the way I'm supposed to. Lorilty 360, sponsored tonight by TNA Motorsports, getting ready for 3 stages of racing action, 240 laps total. And man, it is going to be a lot of fun. We can't thank you guys enough for being out there. And Rick, it's going to be a fun night tonight.
Yeah, it really is, Chris. I mean, a little heated over here in the Hammond Hotel, but I think we're going to be okay. And I'm excited to get this thing going. I mean, 240 laps, stage racing. It's going to be fun, Chris, because this is to mimic the Coca-Cola 600, which happened in the real world a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, three different stages tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Just saw the paint by Mario, the true MF painter out there in the world. And tonight is going to be a little bit fun. I am going to let it just fly here tonight. Not going to really take too many serious calls. It's meant to be a bit of a fun thing, and I think that's what we're going to do, Rick. So, Lorilty 360, if you haven't watched, poor Terry Foster, he was, yeah.
He's also, I think he had 2 White Claws that night, Chris, and maybe a Bud Light or a swig of a Bud Light or something. But he is one of the original Lorilty guys, 185 drivers, if I'm not mistaken.
That came through the Lorilty door?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. I think you might be right.
And talking about that Lorilty, I got to keep saying it so I can say it the Terry Foster way. But you know, there's some showing tonight. I see a couple drivers out there that we haven't seen in a while. James Miller in the 09's out there. We got the 9 of Nick Okie. He is back out there on track. There's a couple of new guys that I'm seeing, which is always good to see. Race Clark there in the 02. There was another one too, Drew Eisenman, and some guy named Terry DeMan Foster out there in an 86. I don't know who that is. I haven't seen that car on track for a while.
That's a comeback story if I've ever heard. Terry Foster stepped away. He was racing in South Africa and decided to make a comeback here to the States. Decided to get back in with Blazing Pedals, truly showing all the loyalty that he could by coming back.
I think he got tired of racing the camels, brother. Oh, sorry, it was goats. Goats.
Oh, Lord, here we go, getting ready for Charlotte. It is going to be a really fun event. Longest race. It's going to be the longest race pretty much of the season. So sit back, have a beer or two, and get ready for some fun. We're going to do everything we can to make it just as fun for everybody as it's going to be for us. And if you haven't yet, make sure you check out TNA Motorsports over on Facebook. Can't thank them enough for sponsoring tonight's race. And what a commercial. My goodness.
Oh, it was a great commercial. Corey Sherman of TNA Motorsports did that up and did a fabulous job on it. And definitely head on over to Facebook and search TNA Motorsports. Every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, they do a thing called the Shop Talk where they recap the week's race here that we broadcast with these folks. And it's always a good time, Chris. I haven't missed one yet. I mean, I might have been, a day later, $1 short on a couple, but they've been fabulous.
Yeah, same, Rick. It's been pretty fun to kind of get that wrap up. And of course, there was that one week where things kind of got out of control.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I just got to ask Mark Arthur one quick question here. Maybe I should. Hold on. He doesn't know I'm going to do this, so we'll just get him up here. Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
I just have a question for you real quick, if you don't mind.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Sure.
So we are live. I just want you to know that. So
Yep.
How many people have come through? Where do you see the league going? Have a great night, brother. I had to do that to you in person.
I got it.
That's loyalty right there.
That just goes to show that you got plenty of loyalty.
That's loyalty right there for you.
That's all right.
Mark Arthur, owner of Blazing Pedals and one of the admins sitting back watching all the fun here tonight. It is going to be one of those nights. And I think it has to be Rick, because got to keep that energy up, got to keep it running. And I choose to get my energy up tonight.
With Miller Lite?
How did you know?
Are you going to try to beat the record of 12 during a broadcast?
Oh, man, that's easy.
That's when the Lorilty start, the Amanda Sherman, why you wearing a shirt? We can go on, but you guys just go with TNA Motorsports on Facebook. You can look at all the, I think they're up to like episode 10 or something, or 185. That's also the answer to the question that Chris was asking Mark, is 185.
185. We do have some live drivers here tonight. I'm taking a peek over, and guess who's out there? Amanda Sherman finally making it back. But she's not dressed decent, so I'm not going to be able to bring her on camera. Just know that... Oh, wait. Yeah. No, she finally put something on. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at all of our live drivers there tonight. We've got Amanda Sherman, driver of the number 8 out of the TNA Motorsports camp. We've got the 16 of Ian Habiak, almost. What we really have is 3 cans of Rowdy Energy. Boy.
Of whiny tears? 3 cans of whiny tears? He finally won today. Okay, I didn't get to watch the race, but Larson came in second, let Kyle Busch, because, you know, the Kyle versus Kyle thing was just going a little too much, so Larson felt bad for Busch, so live it up, boys.
Living it up indeed. Next on, well, Corey, where's Corey? Corey's gone.
Corey, if you look at Amanda's, he's sitting in the back. I don't know what he's doing. He should be practicing.
I don't see him. Oh, there he is. He's just watching the stream, I think. Corey, get on.
Hey, you gotta go back to the new guy.
How about this guy? This guy right here, the Soul Stealer. I love it. Obviously, he got that shirt from Savage Edge. Make sure if you're looking for a t-shirt, you check out Savage Edge. Man, they do quality work and they get it to you fast. The Soul Stealer, the 17, is on board with his car tonight. How about Rick Thompson? Rick Thompson coming to us live out of an RV. His wife, a traveling nurse. And so they have been traveling the country, racing and nursing. It's pretty cool. We've also got Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, or Stats, or however you want to call him. He'll answer, most likely. Terry Foster's got the Aaron Backover shirt going tonight. It's sleeveless. Looking good in there, Terry. I mean, ish. Guess what? We got another driver out in there. Ty Morosco also joining us in the live cameras tonight. So plenty of drivers out there. Something weird is happening. There's this look on the Soul Stealer's face. I think it was a smile.
It was.
Weird. I believe that guy right there in the 17 car gonna be on the TNA Motorsports show tomorrow night on Facebook. Pretty sure that's what I saw.
Yeah, I do believe you are correct. Now, Chris, you talked about it a little earlier. This is one of the longest races of the season. Of course, the only race last season that was longer than this one was the championship race. Both of them happened right here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. But back on May 31st, 2020, that 240 laps took 3 hours and 9 minutes to run. And the way that it ended up was the 41 Dalton Kilroe came in first. Brian Dees, the Soul Stealer, came in second, with Taylor the Butcher Benjamin in third. Now, out of those TNA drivers, Chris, I did a little bit of research. I actually went back and watched this race. Terry Foster finished in 21st. Aaron Backover came in 22nd. And Corey Sherman came in last in 25th place, having some issues. So I want to see, I mean, this is their race tonight. Of course, Aaron Backover at the championship race that came back in November 22nd, 2020. It took about 4 hours, 7 minutes to run there, and that's where, of course, Aaron Backover, TNA Motorsports, got his Busch number 44 into first place, with Dalton Kilroe coming in second, and Derek Paulson in third. And out of those TNA drivers, Aaron Backover, well, I just said he came in first. Corey Sherman did a little better. He came in 10th, and, well, Terry Foster, he was here in the booth with us.
I'm not entirely sure what all you just said, Rick, but it sounds great. I remember some of it, and Yeah, that was a lot of information, bud. I'm on information overload. Speaking of, we got qualifying here happening in just a little bit of time. I want to go ahead and thank all of the sponsors here. Of course, we have to thank TNA because they hit the race here tonight. But, you know, all the guys that make this thing go around, it's been unbelievable. TRJ Karting.com, Michael Falk Racing Designs. We got Pay to Win. Guys, make sure to check those guys out. Make sure that you tell them you saw them right here live on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We're going to step away as qualifying begins, and we're going to get the anthem in. Finally, it's been a good one. Here we are with the anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And we're back live here at Charlotte. We got the 44, Aaron Bockover, out on track, qualifying underway for this 240 laps of action here at Charlotte.
And I just want to say, I mean, since we're on Bockover's car, if you guys are looking to support TNA Motorsports or MF Racing Designs, head on over to savageedge.com. And there's some really nice shirts and stuff that Corey has done over there for those guys. So you can definitely do that. Chris, there's one sponsor you forgot to mention. That is Butt Kicker.
Oh, I sure did.
That's okay. If you go to the buttkicker.com and use code BLAZING, you get 20% off your order. And of course, after last week's race, if you go to buttlicker.com and use the code I'm So Fast, Aaron Bockover will come over to your house and, well, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm on fire tonight.
Oh my. There goes the PG rating. It's out the door. We're going for R here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Man, okay. Matt Hackathorn out on track, getting it done. And Corey Rutherford, let's take a look. Rutherford, a little bit of a new paint job out there. Look at that thing.
Yeah, I got a little bit of the Rutherford brothers got new paint schemes, which, you know, that's pretty cool. But in honor of the 4th of July that is coming up, little patriotic schemes going on out of the 5 and the 55.
I dig it. Cody Moore out on track in his number 24. That's a paint job that I recognize. It's out of the MF Racing Designs stable. It's Cody Moore. I mean, it's Camaro, but it looks good.
Of course it does. It's Camaro. Actually, I think that's the only Camaro that Michael Falk has actually painted over there at MF Racing Design. I'm just kidding. I know there's a couple.
You know, we don't do this very often, Rick, but I almost want to get Aaron up here. Just talk to him about defending this race. I mean, something we could do. He'd have to talk to us because we know he's there.
That's right, Aaron Buck over driver number 44 Bush Machine at TNA Motorsports. You got Rick and Chris up in the booth, buddy. How you doing?
What's going on, fellas?
I want to let you know that, I mean, Terry's not the only one with the sleeveless shirt. I have one on today, too. You are the defending race champion here. How you feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I like Charlotte. We'll see how it goes. Maybe if I go with the same strategy I did last season, who knows? Maybe we may get another win.
So that strategy is that Dalton will not finish this race nor win the championship this season, but then things are going to turn around in the last, 10 laps?
Hopefully.
Aaron,
if he takes the last lap, I'll be okay with that.
Aaron, I just got to put it out there real quick that, I'm such a big fan of yours, and I think you know that, right? The 44 and me. You have a beer sponsor. I drink beer. We're real tight. So tonight, in honor of that, I've decided to broadcast this thing shirtless.
There you go.
There you go. I'm one-upping you, brother. I'm going shirtless tonight.
There you go. That's one way to do it, man.
All right, brother. Well, good luck. We're going to put you back down with your team so you can have some communications with them. And, hey, good luck tonight, man.
All right. Thanks, guys. Hopefully I'll be talking to you at the end of the night.
Well, we hope so.
And tell Terry that if he wants to just park that car, he's more than welcome in the booth.
Will do.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh, man. Qualifying just about done here. But we do have one very special paint job out there. Last week's winner. It is Derek Paulson in the MF Racing Designs. Now, that's not the same MF Racing Designs as you see on everybody else's car. No, this one's actually better. It's the Marielle car.
Blake Decker's out there checking in on chat. Blake, we're going to miss old Woodside here tonight, buddy, but, real world stuff does happen. Proud of you for doing your racing thing. Hopefully everything is going well. I'm going to have to drink all this moonshine water tonight by myself out of this mason jar.
Mark Arthur just hit me a text. He said going shirtless and AC-less. Okay, fine. Y'all got me. So my computer is on the same breaker as our AC. So when I'm broadcasting, the AC has to go off. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Vermont is not the place to be without AC here tonight, as it is cranking with the humidity. And I never even looked at the temperature, Rick. It's 89 degrees currently here in Colchester, Vermont. With the humidity, it's got to be in the 90s somewhere.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, Chris, we are a lot warmer than what the temperature of the drivers are dealing with right now. It's only 77 degrees there in North Carolina, and the track temperature is actually cooler than what your house temperature is right now.
Amen.
At 86 degrees.
Got the sweat rolling off already. By the end of this one, I probably won't be able to talk, but I'll just be like Terry and I'll get through it. Nick Okie makes a return in the butt kicker number 9. Now, Nick is a special guy. He's been away for a little while. Speaking of racing in other leagues, Nick Okie has actually been running. I can't divulge the team, but I will say that he's been running in the real stuff, Rick. It rhymes with Grick Limerick Racing Team. I can't actually put it out there. He's been driving the number 5, not the number 9, for the last few weeks, but now back into the 9 here for the Blazing Pedals.
Yeah, it's good to see Nick back out there.
Look for him to do some pretty good stuff out there. If you can find him on track, that camouflage may hamper seeing him. Oh my, look who we have for a pole sitter. Oh boy.
And I just checked his in-car camera, Chris. He actually did the lap and then he got up real quick.
Yeah, he gone.
I think I know the key now to a fast lap here at Charlotte.
Yeah. Ty Morosco on track. Very different paint job for Ty.
almost as good as the old D paint. But I like this one.
All right, got to thank everybody for tuning in here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Qualifying is done. It is time to bring up the grid. Starting on the pole tonight, out of the S&M Motorsports Camp, it's going to be the 17 of Brian Dees. To his outside, it is going to be the 15. Out of 5 Kings Motorsports, it's Joshua Sexton. Starting inside row number 2, it's going to be the 20. Out of Oceanside Cleaners Racing, it's Josh Klinger. And to his outside, it's the 10 car, the 4th place starter tonight, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Starting in 5th. Out of MFRD Racing, it's going to be the 6 car of Derek Paulson, last season's champion. Out of Lost Cause Motorsports, driver of the number 41, it's Dalton Kilrow. Starting to the outside, row number 3. Row 4 is going to be the 1 car. Out of S&M Motorsports, it's Ty Morosco. And to his outside, out of Speed Mafia, it's going to be the 76 of Rick Thompson. Starting inside row number 5, it's going to be the 31 of Christian Pittman. And to his outside, out of MT2 Esport, it's the 2 car of Jacob Hoppy. Starting inside row number 6, it's going to be Jordan McAvoy starting his 66th and 11th spot. Matt Hackathorn out of Ram Racing starts his 84 in 12th. Starting in 13th place tonight, Rick, it's going to be Tanner Marr out of 5 Kings Motorsports and his number 21. And to his outside, it's going to be the 5 of Corey Rutherford in Work in Progress Racing.
And row number 8 is going to start with the TNA Motorsports number 44 of Aaron Bockover in 15th. Next to him is the TRJ Karting number 16 of Ian Havia in 16th. In 17th position, it is Speed Mafia driver John Perkins in his 33. Next to him is Lost Cause Motorsports 24 of Cody Moore in 18th. Joshua Rutherford in his 55 Work in Progress machine qualified in 19th position. Nick Okier in his 9 Outcast Autosport is going to be starting in 20th. In 21st position is TNA Motorsports driver of the number 8, Amanda Sherman. Next to her, Speed Mafia 46, Brent Thompson 22nd. Matt Grunberg is back in the 54 with Team AB, going to be starting in 23rd. Jamie Walker in his 88 is going to be starting in 24th. Possible starting park there for the 88. New driver Drew Eisenman in the 77 going to be starting in 25th with James Miller returning back here from Canada in the 09 in 26. Race Clark in the 02 is going to be starting 27th with Corey the Shermanator Sherman in his TNA Motorsports number 3 in 28. And the last row going through here tonight, it is going to be the 61 Team AB of Randy McAvoy and the 86 TNA Motorsports of Terry DeMan Foster.
And that's all brought to you by TRJKarting.com. Getting ready to go live here for the first time tonight under that green flag. Man, I cannot wait to get this one going. The Soul Stealer, your pole sitter here tonight. Randy McAvoy picking up shotgun on the field. No, actually it's Terry Foster, unfortunately. And green flag for the first time here tonight. The 17 picks up a nice start. Joshua Sexton in the 15 trying to hold on to second. Here comes the 20 of Josh Klinger.
And look at who is right behind those 2 drivers. It is the 10 of Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, the 185 Lorilty car, the Foster Patrol. You know, Terry Foster is back, so he is keeping his eyes out for that 86.
Yeah, he's got the 86 on the rear quarter panel with the target on it, and you know that can't be good. Derek Paulson in the 5th spot, Dalton Kilrow running in 6th. And unchanged all the way back to 12th spot, Corey Rutherford up 2 spots already early on in this one. Lap 2 underway. Cody Moore in 15th spot, the 24. Running the outside lane, getting it done though, up 3. since the beginning of this one. Just in front of him, the 16 in Haybuck in the TRJ Karting.com machine. That is the Ford Mustang on the inside. Almost takes a spot away. Can't quite do it at the line. Has to regroup and get ready for turn one. Turn one's going to be good for the 16, though, as he launches through and goes ahead of Tanner Marr.
Now I'm looking at a couple of the biggest movers, Chris, and they happen around the spot in 20th position. James Miller up 6 already from the drop of green flag. And just a few positions behind him, the 3 of the Shermanator is up 4 so far. As of right now, it looks like the 84 of Matt Hackathorn, the 88 of Jamie Walker, and possibly, nope, the 61 is out there. So Jamie Walker in the 88 and Matt Hackathorn both out at this time.
And Hackathorn never got on the grid, and Walker did a start and park. So Hackathorn right now going to be 30th. Jimmy Walker 20th, 9th. And the 17, the Soul Stealer, launching since the get-go to the front. Brian D is one of those guys. If there was a most improved driver here on the season, he might be in consideration of that, as he has really turned up the 17 this season. Josh Klinger in the 20, holding that white line with Josh Sexton right behind him. Those two drivers looking to try and catch our race leader. Can't quite do it yet, though. Derek Paulson has moved up 1 into the 4 spot. Right behind him, last season's champion, it's going to be Dalton Kilrow.
And Kilro's another one of those drivers that's really turned it up this season, Chris. Had a little bit of an issue trying to figure out these Xfinity cars coming from the ARCA/K&N cars for the last few seasons, but Dalton has got it figured out now.
Derek Paulson picks up 3rd spot, getting around Joshua Sexton. We saw it there while Rick was talking. The 6 car able to get around on the inside. So far, the inside, the place to be. And just as I say that, Paulson drops to the outside. He wants to pick up 2nd spot, and Josh Klinger not going to be able to battle him right now, as the 6 machine, like a rocket ship, makes his way to 2nd spot.
And you know, Chris, there was another driver that tried the outside lane. That was the 41 of Dalton Kilrow. While we're talking about him, he has fallen back to 8th place. Rick Thompson was able to get around him. The 31 of Pittman, he's under a new paint scheme. Took me a minute there to figure out who that is. And the 2 of Hoppy working that inside lane around Pittman right now.
Yeah, the inside lane really is the spot to be. And Pittman notices that, comes back down, and defends his spot against last season's champion. Behind them, it's the 10 car. The Butcher slipped back about 5 positions. Don't know if he's going to try and go all the way back to Terry Foster, or I don't know. I mean, he's got the target, Rick.
He does. Well, Chris, we talked about it a little bit, but this is a long race here. 240 laps here tonight. Stage 1 is going to end at the end of lap number 55. Stage 2 will end at the lap of 110, and then something that we're not totally used to here at Blazing Pedals, but Stage 3 will be ending at the end of lap 165.
It just goes to prove out how long this race is. 1 extra stage. I believe, though, that they still have the same amount of tires that they can play with, which
that is correct.
They really will have to conserve here around this big track. Charlotte, not exactly known to be kind on the tires, Rick.
No, it's definitely not. And with only 3 sets plus a set that they start with, Chris, that doesn't leave a lot. And actually, you know, I think what is going on with the 41 right now, I mean, we call him Captain Save Fuel. And not only does he save fuel, but he also is pretty good at saving his tires. And right now, Dalton Kilrow is under pressure and attack by the 16 of Ian Haybiuk. Haybiuk going to take over that 13th position in the 16. He's up 3 since the drop of the green flag. And yet Dalton is down 8, sitting in 14th.
Yeah, I think where you're going to go, Rick, is he's already saving fuel. He's saving tires for sure. Dalton Kilrow understanding this is a very long race. No need to push towards the front yet. John Perkins in the 33. That's a different paint job for John.
He's had it for the last couple of weeks, but another MF racing design. It is a beauty.
How many stitches are in a baseball?
185. That number's always stuck in my head now. I don't know why. I'm changing all my passwords to 185, just so everybody knows.
Matt Grunberg, Matt Hackathorn, Race Clark, James Miller, and Drew Eisman gonna all tie for first. Okay, well, I guess we know who he's cheering for. That's too good. James Miller, though, up 8 spots. Miller making a comeback run here at the Blazing Pedals. Good to see him out there in the 09.
I mean, you got to take Hackathorn out of that one, though, there, bud.
Oh, yeah, true. Hackathorn didn't actually start, so he could still do it, though, Rick. He'd just have to make up 14 laps.
Hey, anything's possible.
Amen. New race leader is the 20, Josh Klinger. As he gets around the 17 of Brian Dees. Dees, I think now might be just relaxing a little bit. Doesn't have to flex the muscle of the 17 right now. And he knows it.
He's looking for another soul to steal.
Well, I heard he was in a bind. He was way behind.
Now he's catching up to Klinger.
Let's take a look here in on Brian Dees.
Don't do it.
No, we're gonna, because there's a very different person sitting in that chair than we saw earlier. The smiles are gone. It's full on concentration out of the 17 camp. Speaking of full on concentration, how about the driver of the 16? Let's bring him in. The helmet is on, the sweat pouring into the eyes of Ian Habiak.
Yeah, have you noticed that Ian actually kind of centered his camera a little bit better than what we're used to seeing? And he has a new mic.
Oh my goodness.
See what happens when Kyle Busch actually wins and doesn't cry at the end of the race? Things get done over there at the Habiak household.
Oh my. All right, let's take a peek in on our TNA drivers since they were kind enough to sponsor tonight's race. It's going to be Terry Foster. Terry Foster running in the 26 spot. In the number 86. Cheap Tobacco Machine. Then we've got Amanda Sherman. She put a shirt on finally, so we can actually go in and peek in on her. Amanda Sherman running in the 21st position. Up 2 from her, it's going to be the 44, Aaron Bockover. And I know he has a camera, Rick, just not using it tonight.
I don't know why he doesn't do that, but if you want to see what Aaron Bockover looks like, make sure to tune in to TNA Motorsports Shop Talk on Facebook. Just look for TNA Motorsports.
And I'm looking for the last driver here.
You are. I mean, you kind of see right by
I went by him.
He's in
25th. Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting that. Corey Sherman in the 3 Savage Edge machine is actually just running 1 spot ahead of Terry Foster. And I don't know, is he putting out a line to try and hook up to the 86 to pull him around the track? What's going on out there, Rick?
You know, that's what I'm kind of thinking, Chris, is Corey Sherman, you know, he's actually up 3 positions, so not bad. TNA didn't really do much of a qualifying run here tonight. I believe Aaron Bockover was the only one of those drivers that actually put down a qualifying lap. So Amanda Sherman, she's holding strong in 21st. But yeah, the Shermanator, I think he feels bad for Terry. And, you know, if you follow TNA Motorsports or Savage Edge, Corey, the Shermans, you know, he's kind of the team captain. So, you know, he's kind of hanging back. They probably asked Bockover to do it, but Bockover's like, guys, I gotta race them. And I won here last year. I got to do it again. And so, you know, Corey's feeling bad for Foster, just trying to show him that he's got to turn left on the track, maybe. It's been a while.
It has been a little while. Terry Foster has definitely not been the same Terry Foster that we've seen before. Matt Hackathorn now joining the field, 21 laps in. Hackathorn coming off from pit road.
I think he just wanted a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. Up front, Josh Klinger, Brian Dees, Rick Thompson, your top three. Then you've got Pittman, Sexton, and Paulson running fourth through sixth, rather. Ty Morosco in seventh. Taylor Butcher Benjamin in the eighth spot, though looks like Paulson drops up to the outside and gonna let a few cars by. So that changes all that. Jordan McAvoy running in the ninth spot. And Corey Rutherford in the 5 machine doing great.
Doing great. He's in that inside the top 10 there. He's got the 16 of Ian Habia, the TRJ Karting.com number 16. If you haven't yet, make sure to head on over to TRJKarting.com because he's the reason why we're here doing this, Chris. For all your karting needs, he's got some sim racing stuff there. If you need gloves, if you need shoes, pick up some cool apparel. I was actually wearing my sweatshirt earlier today because, it was like 50 degrees in the basement before I shut the computer room door. And now it's about 82 right now.
I haven't looked. I'm not going to look. The thermostat's way over there. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. All right. So back up top, we've got Josh Klinger leading the way. He took over at around lap 17 from Brian Dees. Dees, our pole sitter tonight. I think he has plenty of speed. He just maybe relaxing a little bit. Well, as much as Brian Dees relaxes, Rick.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever seen him really relax.
A long road to hoe here tonight from these guys out of Blazing Pedals. 240 laps. We've got 25 laps done. And Derek Paulson looks to try and get in behind the 10 machine of Taylor Butcher Benjamin. He does. The Lorilty 240 here at Charlotte.
360?
240 laps. 360.
360 miles.
Well, that's Lorilty right there.
Style 185, brother.
I love the fact that these guys can kind of pick on each other and have fun with it. I think it's great.
That's exactly what it's all about. But one guy who's not picking on anybody, Chris, it's the 17, Brian Dees. Now, of course, we knew that he had the pole here. He's led a few laps. He let Klinger go by him, but the 17 was just peeking there on the outside of the 20. Didn't do much with it, but maybe just letting Klinger know, hey, I'm still back here.
I think, yeah, he's letting them know, and hey, I'm fast here tonight. I let you take that lead, maybe. Dees playing the Soul Stealer games, the mind games that he definitely has. I love that t-shirt though.
I do too.
Dang, I love that t-shirt.
Special edition. Look at that guy who's sitting in third right now, Chris. 76, Rick Thompson, racing from the RV. Hopefully his AC is working.
Well, let's take a peek in on him. He's looking cool.
He's looking like he wants this race to get over with so he can go hit the back nine or something.
Yeah. The way I have it set up, you can't barely see the golf bag behind him, but it's there. It's a big driver I see in that thing. I think he's got the regulation number of clubs in that bag. I think he's okay. It's hard to count it on Discord, but I'm pretty sure that is regulation. And he's coming down pit road. Rick Thompson bringing it down, and he's not the only one. A lot of drivers bringing it down pit road, getting ready to finish up stage number 1. But first, they got to get some fuel in them. 25 laps to go before we get to the end of that stage 1. Klinger, Dees staying out, along with Ty Morosco, the Butcher, and Derek Paulson. Your top 5, Joshua Sexton in 6th spot. Aaron Bockover's made his way all the way up to the 7th spot. Dalton Kilroe, Matt Gruenberg, and Drew Eisman in 10th. A lot of cars bringing it down pit road right now, Rick, and looks like the 76 service complete. Coming back out, Aaron Bockover scored as your race leader right now. The 44 getting it done once again here at Charlotte. I know it's early.
It is early. It is. You gotta pace yourself, brother. But I love your loyalty. Listen, I heard from a little birdie that the 44 might be saving fuel.
It's very possible. It's drop in on the 44. Oh yeah. He's got the ignition kill button programmed in on the steering wheel. We saw it happening there.
Well, the good news is he's got a couple laps left here, Chris, but now the 44 calling that he's going to be heading down pit road.
We'll stay on board as he tries to hit pit lane. It's been a struggle for Aaron this season. Oh, it's still a struggle. Oh, man, is it still a struggle as he is facing the wall. Not good for Bockover. He's going to lose a bunch of time there. And we saw it live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. After it all shakes through, Rick Thompson may be our race leader. The 76 machine trying to get it done. Do want to go ahead and thank everybody out there in Turn 3 Racing Network. If this is your first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are trying desperately to get to that 2,000 subscribed members. Here of the Turn 3 Racing Network.
Yeah, and while you're at it, if you haven't yet and you already follow us, make sure you hit that notification bell to get notified whenever Turn 3 Racing Network goes live, which is pretty much every night with great broadcasters like Roger Muth in the booth. We got Al Smith Jr., we got KR Stolfus, Dave Worrell, Cody Early, Chris and me sometimes.
No, you said
What
great.
am I missing?
So that takes us off the list, Rick.
Okay.
Sam
we got Muth in the
Baumgarten.
booth.
We'll say Sam Baumgarten. Okay, well, ish.
Sam Baum is where we're going to stop.
Sam Baum.
Sam Baum. Well, Chris, the pit road woes hitting Aaron Bockover once again here tonight. He was in his pit for an extended period of time. It's not because he took tires. It's because he was too fast on pit road.
Oh. So not only did he have problems entering pit road, but then too fast on pit road. And that's going to send Bockover down a lap. And he's got a lot of ground to make up. Fred Thompson actually being scored ahead of him right now. And Fred would be the first driver one lap down. Excuse me, he's about to become a lap down. There we go. We're seeing it live right now. Speed Mafia versus Speed Mafia. Father versus son. Son goes on by. If you're keeping track of manufacturers right now, up top, Ford. Second spot belongs to a Toyota. Third belongs to a Chevy.
And then a Ford, then another Chevy, and then a Toyota, and a couple of Fords, and a bunch of Toyotas.
And a Ford. And that's your top 12. It's early. It is early.
It is early. Very early. Too early. I mean, that's why, I kind of wish we could listen in to see what Bockover's saying down there in the TNA Motorsports team channel, Chris.
Oh, no, we don't. No, sir. Not going to do it.
It's probably, hey, Aaron, congrats on leading that lap. Did you get a speeding penalty on pit road?
Well, that's just not nice.
I love you, Aaron. You know that, buddy.
At the TRJ Karting.com Ford Mustang, Ian Habiak's driving the 16 Habiak doing a good job. Helmet on. He's running an 8th spot, up 8 positions. But the big mover of the race so far, 2 spots back in the 11th position. And make it 3 spots back. James Miller making his return here to the Blazing Pedals. Miller up to 11th spot in his 09.
Yeah, he's up 15 positions, Chris. I mean, technically speaking, the biggest mover so far here tonight. I'm still waiting for my Timbits to get here. I think they're stuck in customs.
He never sent them.
Never sent them. I thought we were friends. We went way back.
Nico Kie up 7 spots in the 13th spot. The 9 keeping it clean here tonight. That time away has served him well.
I was gonna say, don't talk about him too much, because you know what happens whenever we do.
Well, it's a good looking car, so I have to.
I can only see a 9 floating around a track. See a butt kicker where the quarter panel would be. It is a good looking car. For a Ford.
I don't know why you have to throw that in there, but okay. Up top, Rick Thompson, Josh Klinger, Brian D's your top 3. Working lap number 42 of 240 here tonight. Ty Roscoe, Taylor Butcher, Benjamin, Christian Pittman round out the top 6. Since Derek Paulson, Ian Habiak, Joshua Sexton, and Jordan McAvoy to round out the top 10. Terry Foster having a little bit of a problem. As we're under green, we're going to go back anyway. Take a look in at the TNA driver in the 86 machine. Let's see what happened with him. So far, so good. Oh, goes a little sideways. Almost mowed the lawn. Able to gather it back up, though. Holds on to it. So good job out of Terry Foster.
You know, Chris, all kidding aside, it is good to see Terry back out there. I mean, we all need breaks every now and then. And Terry realized that he needed one, so he took one, did what he had to do, get his head right. And, he's getting back doing to what he normally does. He was having that same exact issue during practice an awful lot. So he's had a lot of practice on saving the car, and it worked out for him. And another nice thing that I've noticed, Chris, if you look, I mean, I've been inside the cockpit of the 86. That sun's starting to go down, so we're going to have the lights turn on here at Charlotte tonight as Amanda Sherman passes her teammate in the number 8. Amanda Sherman up to 18th position.
Yeah, Amanda just doing...
I'm sorry, 20th?
Yeah, she's doing a good job. She's holding it steady, I've got her scored at 23rd, but sure. We'll call it 20th, if that's what you want to do.
I don't know. I'm showing 20th. I don't know.
I mean, whatever you want to do, Rick. We're gonna do whatever you say. So if she's 20th,
I don't know. My scoring's all messed up because I was just showing Corey Sherman in 15th position, but now he's in 19th. I don't know what's going on. It's hot.
I don't know, brother. Yeah, it's hot. Still 88 degrees here in Colchester, Vermont. And the only thing I can say about that is it's hot.
Yeah, us northern folk, we're not used to this kind of weather.
Yeah, if you're down south and you're like, well, 88 degrees, that's not so bad. Yeah, we're not used to that, guys. We're used to like 10. We like
That's
10.
right.
I like 10. 10 is comfortable. 10 is flip-flop weather.
It is.
88 degrees, I'm not sure what to do with that.
Well, you're doing it, Chris. Shirtless, pantless, it's all good.
Whoa, hey, have you been checking in on the camera?
I have. Listen, I don't know what you did today, Chris, but being so hot up here in Vermont, you know what I had to do? I had to go out and pack ice cubes around the maple trees to keep them cool.
Oh, boy.
We didn't want that sap to start boiling by itself.
Pretty good idea. Well, Amanda was able to get around Terry Foster after that little blip on his radar, and now she's holding a pretty wheel. I think, Rick, and I could be wrong, but she could be the best all-around driver of TNA.
I know she's done a lot of improving since she started.
I had to throw that shot out there because Corey started the season really, really strong, but as of late, he's had it tough. Right now, being scored in the 17th spot is Corey Sherman. Her husband, Amanda, just stays ultra consistent all the time. She's led some laps. She had a podium finish.
Well, I mean, if the race was to end right now here on lap 50 of 240, even though we still have a lot of racing to go, Corey, the Shermanator Sherman, would be carrying that banner to tomorrow night's TNA Shop Talk.
On board with our race leader, Rick Thompson, in the 76. You see just ahead of him, it's Aaron Bockover in the 44. So Bockover was able to get one lap back, has one lap to go. And I'm looking for that sun.
That's, yeah, I was just going to mention that, Chris, as you're going through that there. As Thompson goes around the 84 Matt Hackathorn. Coming down into turns 3, you see it a little bit. It's not too bad.
Yeah, Charlotte protects you a little bit with the way that the stands are, but you can see for sure that it's heading down. And Rick Thompson wants to put Aaron Bockover down a lap again. He's trying to close up on the rear bumper. We'll see if the 44 will let that happen or not. In second spot, the 20, Josh Klinger with Ty Morosco right on the back bumper, but maybe not for long. Morosco's looking for a way around. You saw him jive down to the right, or excuse me, to the left, and then back up to the right. And Klinger was all about throwing the block in. Did a good job holding on to the spot, but right now Morosco might be just a tick quicker. We had that lovely chat going on earlier on. Would love to see that again. As I promise you, I'm feeling a little bit loose here tonight. Got to get that Lorilty in. And to pronounce Lorilty correctly, Rick, there's only one thing you have to do.
You got to crack a top again.
Ty Morosco able to get around Josh Klinger. Morosco now into that second spot. He's up 5 positions since the drop of the green flag. Our pole sitter, Brian Diaz, running in the 4th spot. Down 3. Taylor Butcher Benjamin running in the top 5. On that Foster Patrol machine. I love that car. 185 Lorilty. Y'all think Lorilty's easy to say? Go ahead and give it a shot. Time and time again, it's been tried, and there's only one way to really say it.
There's the end of stage number 1.
Man, it happens quick, but you're right.
It does.
Rick Thompson, stage 1 winner, and good news for Aaron Bockover. He did not get put down another lap. Rick, we don't do it very often, but being that this is a special kind of race.
And before you do that, so technically speaking, right now at the end of lap 55, 56, now stage 1 is done. So go ahead.
Well, I was going to say,
I was confused.
Right after pit stops, why don't we get a word in with Rick Thompson? We'll do that right after this word from Butt Kicker.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
That's okay.
Joining us now in the booth, Rick Thompson, stage 1 winner in the 76. Rick, I got one question for you. Are you feeling the loyalty?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good actually. I feel pretty racy tonight, and hopefully I get this monkey off my back and can get my first win tonight. We'll see though. I'm not crossing my fingers.
All right, bud. Well, it's looking pretty good out there for your Speed Mafia machine. What do you have to do to continue working your way up towards the front consistently?
It's going to be all about the right front tonight. If we can manage to not burn it as much as everybody else, I think we'll be in good shape for the night.
All right, bud. Well, we're getting ready to go back under the green flag. We're going to put you back down with your team so you can communicate with them. Congratulations on winning stage number 1.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Rick Thompson, driver of the number 76, getting it done in stage number 1. Stage 2 going to end at the end of lap 110. And we have a new race leader, Rick. It's Tom Orozco in the number 1 car.
Yeah, I've been kind of watching. I don't want to give too much stuff away there, Chris, but let's just say the top 8 drivers looking pretty even out there. Possibly the guy who's sitting in 9th position might have something up his sleeve. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. At this point, if you guys follow us regularly here on a Sunday night, you do too. But pace car lights are still on. Is that a Tesla? I don't know.
It's an iRacing.
Looks like a Tesla
2.0.
Let's bring up the temperatures, and they are falling. 76 degrees outside. I wish. 83 degrees is the track temperature right now, so it is cooling down here at Charlotte. As the pace car shuts the lights down. It's not even called a pace car, it's called a safety vehicle. I don't know.
Safety vehicle, yeah. That's the iRacing Safety 2.0. Now, Chris, one thing that I was watching there, and we mentioned it there, was the sun coming down here at Charlotte. We mentioned that because a lot of drivers that are out there, if you see the in-car cams and a lot more without it, use some kind of VR device. And when that sun glare comes in, it takes your vision away for a minute, but that has come and gone now, Chris. I mean, it's looking good now until lap 240.
Longest race of the season right here tonight. We're simming out 600 miles. We're doing 360. Tom Orozco going to be the race leader. Brian Dees to the outside. Derek Paulson inside. The Butcher inside of row number 2. Paulson to the outside. And then it's Pittman and Joshua Sexton rounding out the top 3 rows. As the pace car takes a hard left-hand turn, it drops below the white line, and we are set to go back under the green. When Roscoe hits the loud pedal, a little wiggle out of the 17 of Brian Dees. That's going to hurt this restart.
Yeah, possibly a little bit of wheel spin there out of the 17, Chris, as the Butcher goes underneath him in the 185 Lorilty Foster Patrol machine. So the Butcher now up in the 2nd position. Brian Dees got a miracle of the 6. Here comes Derek Paulson on the inside.
I'm sorry, you said the 185 what? Lorilty. Oh, okay.
Lorilty.
Here comes Derek Paulson strong on the inside. The 41 of Dalton Kilrow also taking a peek. Couldn't get there. And Brian Dees shuts the door. Dees now down to the inside. He's going to try and come back on to Paulson. Brian Dees looking to try and pick up 3rd spot once again. Is going to have it on the inside. It's going to be tough. Paulson holding on to the momentum. The 6 car holds on to 3rd spot here after this restart. Regrouping all of these cars. It's the best time of any race. Paulson able to hold on to 3rd spot. Dees in 4th. Dalton Kilrow takes a look to the inside. Kilrow now lines it up. Heading into the corner. Dalton Kilrow in the 41 trying to make advantage of it. And a guy we haven't talked about a lot here tonight. New paint scheme for the 54, but he's down on the inside of Dees. Matt Grunberg looking to try and get up towards the front. Left front tire on the white line. Now lets it float up. And Matt Grunberg, welcome to the top 5.
And I'm not sure exactly what happened to James Miller in the 09, Chris, because he was running pretty strong there before the end of stage number 1. But Miller showing to me as the first car 1 lap down. He joins Joshua Rutherford and Aaron Bockover being 1 lap down. Race Clark in the 02 is down 2.
And it's Hackathorn who is out there, but some, I believe, 30 laps or so down. Maybe less than that at this point. Jamie Walker doing a start and park here tonight at Charlotte. Really hate to see that. Can't wait until that computer issue is fixed because it has been bothering him very badly. Locked into the championship, but it's not going to matter if he can't run when that championship starts. Rick Thompson working his way back up towards the front, and he's doing it quickly, Rick. He's up to second spot already. Ty Morosco, the race leader, under pressure, and he knows the 76 has got something up his sleeve, and Rick Thompson goes around regaining the race lead.
I think drivers can figure out who might have some new Goodyear rubber on the bottom of their car there, Chris. But looking back to answer your question earlier about the 84 of Matt Hackathorn, he is currently 19 laps down.
Okay, 19 it is. And the 20 machine, Tom Morosco, takes over the second spot. And Morosco, excuse me, that's
Klinger.
not right. Josh Klinger in the 20 machine gets around Morosco for second. So Klinger getting a little bit of a reboot on his number 20, bringing it towards the front. Rick Thompson, however, 1.2 seconds is the gap between first and second. Tom Morosco in third. Dalton Kilroy, the Butcher, in fifth. Behind them, it's John Perkins in the 33, and he's actually trying to get around the 10 right now. The Butcher put him down a spot. Jacob Hoppy right there in the 2. Hoppy down on the inside. So I think some tire strategies are probably becoming a little evident at this point.
Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, that 33, what is it? The Sod Poodles, if I'm not mistaken. I love that paint. Of course, he still has the Champion barbecue supply there in the rear quarter. He's the boss now, so he doesn't have to thank anybody. Right now, he's not thankful for Hoppy as Hoppy goes around. And Hoppy on a tear right now, Chris. He just passed Morosco, too.
Yeah, Hoppy all the way up into the third spot. And the Craftsman, number 2, picks up that third place, and he is pulling away from Dalton Kilroy. Perkins and Morosco.
Now Hoppy is just trying to track down Josh Klinger there in the 20 machine, who's sitting in second. And I'm just going to say that probably the guys in the top 4 have some new rubber. Their speeds are looking pretty good.
Matt Gruenberg up 16 spots since the drop of the green flag. Don't think he qualified, so he's about where Matt Gruenberg would be at this point in the race. Taylor Butcher Benjamin in the 8th spot. Derek Paulson in 9th. Joshua Sexton round out the top 10. Then it's Jordan McElroy, the 66, running in the 11th spot. Behind him, it's Corey Sherman. Sherman must be watching the broadcast, and he didn't like was picking on him because all of a sudden he is putting it on and running in the 12th spot. The I can't say kid anymore. The Hurricane, the 16 of Ian Habiak, runs in the 13th spot.
And he's still wearing the helmet. 71 laps in, Chris. He hasn't taken a sip of those rowdy tears yet. He's looking a little warm, though.
He is looking hot.
And I'm just looking, and it looks like that he does not have spotter dad Tim. So Tim must be doing his, what is it, the 1,332 point bowling tonight. Almost a perfect game.
Ian Habiak on your screen in the helmet, the 16. Now, we've seen it, Rick, before where he'll start with the helmet, and he'll take it off, or he'll start without the helmet and put it on. Right now, I think he is dedicated to the helmet. Running in 13th spot, up 3 since the drop of the green flag here. 73 laps ago is the Hurricane.
Well, you know, Chris, we talked about that earlier in the season when he first put it on, and you know, maybe a lot of viewers don't know, but Ian Habiak does a lot of kart racing. Obviously, his dad owns TRJ Karting.com, so Ian was brought up on the karts. And you know, I honestly think, and he never said it, but when he puts that on, I think it puts him in his zone. I'm surprised the visor hasn't come down yet, because usually the visor goes down too. That's another thing that I thought you might have said.
I don't know, but let's check in on the T of TNA. It's Amanda Sherman. Well, it's fair. I mean, come on. Amanda Sherman right now down 2 spots since the beginning of the race. She's running in the 23rd spot ahead of teammate Aaron Bachhover. Bachhover being scored in 26. Amanda holding that bottom line, which actually here at Charlotte isn't the worst thing in the world to do. She's got to find a little bit more speed, Rick, so far. Just not quite there. Let's take a look at her best lap time. It is a 33:04.
No, that was her last.
I'm sorry, that's her last. A 35.8. So a lot of drop off there. And Amanda trying to get it done. One of those drivers that did not take tires on that first pit stop. So dealing with the old tires, it's tough to do. Back up front, Rick Thompson holds that 2.56 second lead over Jacob Hoppy in the 2 car. Josh Klinger running in 3rd, about a second behind Hoppy. So field starting to stretch out again. John Perkins, Dalton Kilrow round out the top 5. Gruenberg just outside. The winningest driver here this season, Matt Gruenberg, running in the 6th spot with Ty Morosco right behind him.
And right behind Morosco, we have the 6 of Derek Paulson, the 15 of Joshua Sexton, and the 3 of the Shermanator rounding out that top 10 right now.
Drop into the cockpit of Ian Habiak so we can see what the 3 is up to, and he is running the outside lane a little bit. Their car might be pushing just a bit as the 3 floated up towards the wall, brings it back down on the corner exit though. So corner exit is a good spot for the 3, but center on is not good for the 3. It's developed a big push.
Now he's looking on the inside there of the 15. Let's see if he can do it as they come down the backstretch into turn number 3. And the 3 has cleared the 15, as has the Hurricane. The Hurricane follows the Shermanator through.
A lot of patience on display here tonight, and it's going to have to be that way. It's a very long race. We're only on lap 79 of 240. The lights are on. Still enough light in the sky though, so we're not seeing the reflections of those lights. And Ian Habiak might be a little quicker than the Shermanator right now.
Well, I'm looking, pretty much every driver has come down at around lap 56, Chris, and it looks like Ian might have some fresher tires there.
Ian able to hold it down just a little bit more than the 3 car, but the 3 right where Ian wants to be coming out of the corner. We'll see if he's able to do it this time by as they go side by side. Ian Habiak and the Shermanator, not much of a battle there. Habiak goes around, picks up a spot. Habiak now in the 9th position.
He gone.
And those fresher tires now should work out well for the 16.
But there's still a lot of racing left.
Next scheduled caution going to be at lap 110. That will be for the end of stage number 2. But Habiak not done yet, as he is right on the back bumper now of Derek Paulson. Paulson pulls it up. He's not even going to battle a little bit. Wants to just get out of the way. Knows he's on the older tires and lets Ian Habiak go on by. Habiak now up into the 8th position.
Now, of course, we know that race control through the caution, the end stage number 1 lap too late or too early, Chris. And I'm not going to mention what driver it was, but there was a driver that came on and after they apologized, and he actually said thank you because I wouldn't have been able to make it around one more.
Wow.
So something that the drivers are definitely thinking about, because that was over the race chatter, so everybody heard it.
Yeah, you got to save a little bit of fuel then. A lot of people joining us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. I can't thank you enough. If you've got a favorite driver or somebody you just want to see, let me know. We'll bring them up on screen for you. Amanda Sherman going to go down a lap here to Rick Thompson. Amanda, one of those drivers that did not take tires. I think we're deep enough in the run now, Rick. We can actually call that. So Amanda going down a lap after not picking up tires. Shout out to Terry Foster in the cheap tobacco number 86, as Terry Foster up 13 spots into 17th position. Foster has come here to race, you can tell, due to the lack of sleeves here tonight. Terry Foster right behind the 5, Corey Rutherford. And the 86 may not be done gaining spots.
And in all honesty, Chris, it's good to have Foster back out there. We missed him out there on track.
Well, we're going to pick up the gyro cam out of the 86. Take a look at the banking here at Charlotte. The sky has gone to a fire red. The sun on its very last bit here at Charlotte, North Carolina.
Ooh, they got to throw a caution for debris. I think I just saw a taffy wrapper fall out the 86.
Oh, man. It's very, very possible. Although you want to look at focus. Right now, Terry Foster focused in about as well as anybody.
He's channeling his inner D's right now.
Yeah, he's definitely channeling his inner D's. No doubt about it. Good looking paint job. You can see it from the hood. From this angle, you can see the hood. It's looking good. Don't know who painted it. Okay, I do. Did a great job though. The 86.
Yeah, but if you want a real nice paint job, you got to head on over to Facebook and look up MF Racing Designs. Hit up Michael Fogg. He will do you right, because his paints, or, you know, if he's too busy, maybe his daughter can help out. Both very talented painters, yeah.
Derek Paulson drives in the daughter's paint scheme. Let's go ahead and bring him up as he's coming off from pit road. Derek Paulson looking good in Mariel's paint. And we know he called it good luck last week when he won, Rick. So I keep saying last week. I guess that's not true. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Happy belated Father's Day.
You too, brother.
My goodness. Josh Klinger, our race leader, hasn't come down pit road. Rick Thompson has, so we're looking for Klinger to possibly come down in the next lap or two. 110, just 20 laps away for the next scheduled pit stop. Dalton Kilrow, Ian Habiak, surrender 3rd and 4th. Corey Sherman, Drew Esmond, and Christian Pittman surrender 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Now Cody Moore, Corey Rutherford, and Fred Thompson, and Terry Foster bringing it down pit road. So Klinger gonna have to do it here soon if he wants to stay competitive. He does Josh Klinger brings it down pit road. That should surrender the lead over to Matt Gruenberg. The winningest driver here of Blazing Pedals this season, Matt Gruenberg, takes over the race lead. Behind him, the 44, and that didn't last long. The 44 goes right on by.
Backover showing to me 3 laps down right now, Chris. So he's got to make up a little bit of time.
Still a long way to go here, Rick, though, with 249 laps. That's not right. Yeah, it is.
Miles. We're on lap 91 at 240.
Yeah, let's do that math again. 149. Oh, good math. I love it.
I admire your loyalty.
I'm just putting my loyalty out there on my sleeve for everybody to see. Amen. Rick Thompson back out front after the pit stops have cycled through. It's John Perkins, Jacob Hoppy running second and third. Gruenberg in fourth, though he's on pit road. But it looks like he might come out in the 5th or 6th position. Rick Thompson has led the way for quite a while here, picking up stage number 1. Felt pretty confident, Rick. If you listened in on the interview after stage 1, he was feeling pretty good.
He was, and he's showing, you know, I mean, Thompson so many times last season was a bridesmaid, Chris, and, you know, made it to the playoffs and everything, but things just didn't work out. So he's trying to get that monkey off his back, like he stated, and trying to do what he's got to do. And right now, it looks like he's definitely doing it.
Yes, he is. Went around to Christian Pittman. Pittman down a lap now. The 76 getting it done here tonight. Over half the field down at least 1 lap so far.
And man, Baco, we're still trying to make up a little bit of time now. 2 laps down. Trying to find a way around the Cotton Candy Man. Of course, that's Tanner Marr in the 21. Look at Baco over that. He's got that turtle on there. He's so fast.
Rick Thompson, John Perkins, Jacob Hoppy, your top 3 here at Charlotte for the Lorilty 360. My goodness. 240 laps of racing action here tonight. 96 laps complete. We work the beginning of lap number 97 as Rick Thompson leads the way, much like he did in the first stage here. Rick Thompson on a tear. He's got good connection in that RV here tonight.
He does. And I mean, I don't know if it's all about the driver's connection, Chris, because I've been watching a few other drivers out there that have been known to have some issues, like the one at Time Morosco, and I haven't seen too much blinking happening out there tonight. Maybe, just maybe, the iRacing gods are smiling down on the blazing pedals.
Maybe. Rick, when we came into the server, he said, "Who is that driving my number?" It is the 12th spot runner, Drew Eisman. Eisman running the 77 here at Blazing Pedals. I know you're feeling a little jealous because somebody else chose your number, but, you know, truth be told, you're here broadcasting. So
that is true.
That's what he had to do.
Honestly, though, it is good to see my number out there on track. It's kind of cool. It's good to see the league growing, getting some new drivers in.
It is. And one thing that I can say for sure, what's really cool, still no 71 for Blazing Pedals. Is it too early for next season to call it my number?
Actually, it's too late because I just submitted it. Sorry. See, I mean, if that is to happen, I mean, that's something that I'm gonna have to figure out, though, Chris. I mean, truth be told, because there's only, yeah, I mean, pretty much all the numbers that I have run in my iRacing career, which usually is a 3, but we know that's Corey Sherman, because I was a big Dale Senior fan, and then I was a Dale Junior fan, but Amanda Sherman's got that number locked down. I got the 77, that's gone. I got the 16 for our old local. I mean, I might have to go with the 00.
Could do this, the straight up 0, the Scott Dragon car.
That's true.
John Perkins in the 33, running in the 2nd spot. Jacob Hoppy running in 3rd. John Perkins right now, one of the biggest climbers in position here tonight. He's up 15 spots to be inside of the top 3 at 2nd.
I could try to go to my old pack. That's the 78. That was a good year to be born. I remember it like it was almost 3 years ago. If I remember correctly, it was pretty warm that day too for me. Back there for almost 43 years ago, Chris.
It's about 98 degrees, was it?
If I remember correctly, I was still swimming. I was swimming, but that water was warm.
And there goes all our viewers. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Lorilty 360 here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. If you don't know the backstory, oh man, you gotta know the backstory. I'll make sure to get that commercial in one more time before the end of the night, maybe here during the next break in action. But my goodness, was Terry Foster on fire that night?
I think he's always on fire. Now, Chris, there's something that I don't know if you can do it. I don't know if you have it set up here tonight, but we haven't done a Turn It Up in a while.
Well, that's because the cameras here at Charlotte aren't the best. I could fake it pretty well, but it wouldn't be. Yeah, maybe I'll do that at the stage 3. I'll do it. I'll do it just for you. Rick Thompson getting set to go around Matt Gruenberg to put our 10th place runner 1 lap down. Huge news right there. Top 9 drivers on the lead lap. Rick Thompson has been on fire here tonight. Man, he was sounding confident. I didn't realize how good he was until just now. Rick Thompson looking to win here at Charlotte.
No, I mean, he said he wants to get that monkey off his back, Chris, and there's only one way to do that. That's to come. I mean, the same thing with Dalton Kilrow, you know? I mean, last season's champion, it took him a little while to get the Xfinity car figured out, but once he got that 41 Camaro figured out, man, he got that win. We've seen some big changes out of Dalton. So, I mean, that might be something that Rick Thompson just needs to do.
Now, Dalton has changed drastically over the many seasons. Oh, it looks like the 24 may have gotten into the wall just a little bit. Dalton Kilrow is going to go around him. But we've seen big changes out of the attitude of Dalton Kilrow at one time. I would call him a kid. He was young, and he was just going for it every single race, no matter what. Now, one of the most patient drivers out on track. And if you want to learn how to save fuel, don't forget Saving Fuel 101 classes brought to you by Dalton Kilrow every Wednesday night here on iRacing.
But here's the thing, though, Chris. He's got to be careful. I mean, I know we only have a couple laps left, but he's got to be careful because Rick Thompson is not too far behind him. I mean, you can save, but...
Yeah, you can save a little bit, but you're right, Rick. Only a couple more laps before we drop in to stage number 3. And Rick Thompson right now is on a tear, the 15. Josh Sexton trying to stay on the lead lap. Rick Thompson now puts Dalton Kilrow down a lap. My goodness, is he flying here tonight? Only the top 9 drivers on the lead lap, the 76, getting it done. You know, Michael, yes, he is. He's a very good guy, and I'm glad to have been around in the time to see him come into the man that he is now. It's pretty awesome. One lap to go here for the 76. Remember, at the end of lap 110, the yellow flag will come out so long as race control is with it here tonight.
I blame Sam.
I blame Sam too.
But, you know, Chris, that's one cool thing. You know, we've seen a lot of drivers grow up through this league from the amount of, you know, when we first started, and it doesn't seem possible, but we've been with these folks for a while. It's been cool.
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been a great ride. The 76 now getting ready to cross the start-finish line, and the caution flag should come out right now, guys, if you're listening. Caution flag is out. Stage 2 winner. Just like stage 1, it's going to be Rick Thompson getting it done for the Speed Mafia guys, and Rick Thompson doing a great job here tonight. That monkey, no matter what happens, is got to be considered officially off from his back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be back here on the Turn 3 Racing Network in just a few moments. We're going to step away, and if you don't know what the Lorilty is all about, you're about to find out.
Greatness. It's just something we made up. Somehow we've come to believe that greatness is a gift reserved for a chosen few, for prodigies, for superstars. And the rest of us can only stand by watching. You can forget that.
Well, you know, I want to be a race car driver someday. It's a great sports, you know, it's all I've ever known, racing.
Ask any racer, any real racer. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
It is going to be Aaron Bockover with the white flag as Dalton Kilroe looks for his championship. Dalton Kilroe sits in second spot. Oh, the 6-car gets loose, holds on to it. Paulson was trying to make the move, couldn't quite get there.
I don't really care what Bockover was thinking, man. You know what? Take the win. Let Dalton win the championship.
In turns 3 and 4, now on the front stretch for the last time. Checkered flag unfurls. Aaron Bockover, your race winner. Dalton. As everybody's looking to kind of congratulate him. Oh, there's the 3-car. He's going to wreck the 44 because they're teammates. Nice little congratulatory slam there out of the 3 of Corey Sherman. The race winner, Dalton Kilroe. Amanda Sherman picks up the banner for TNA.
And then Amanda Sherman in the top 10. Amanda getting it done here in her A-car. She said she likes this track. She's been saying it for a couple of weeks. Right now, she's proving it out. The highest running TNA member, Amanda Sherman, running in the 8th spot here on lap 122. 6 running in second spot right now. As Jamie Walker came down pit road. Oh my goodness. Vince and Arthur are going to come down pit road. Ladies and gentlemen, your new race leader, Terry the Man Foster, as he crosses the start-finish line. I almost saw a smile and then a cough. Oh, look at that. Just as I was saying that, Derek Paulson stays up high. And we have a new race leader here on lap 14. It's going to be Corey Sherman.
Fourth season that we broadcasted the Xfinity cars, and like you said, a lot of drivers are having a hard time with that. Now the stage 1 is ended. The Sherman is taking another stage here.
Stage 1 belongs to the 3 at a Savage Edge. It's going to be Corey Sherman. What is that called? I don't even know what the website is anymore, but feel free to.
Yeah, I'll be in Discord. Everybody donate.
Yeah, everybody donate. God dang. Whoo! I'm feeling a little flustered up here.
Sam, we're sure it's like it becomes sleeveless now.
Might want to corner that market, Aaron.
No, but that's great. Because, I mean, that's a huge thing. I mean, like for me personally.
Farm point standing as it is right now with 43 drivers, less than 10% have stuck through our Lorilty. What you said, Lorilty, since season 1.
That's some serious loyalty there, Rick. Right there.
That it is.
Oh boy. 185 drivers. Loyalty. Ladies and gentlemen, the stages are done. Rick Thompson has won them both here tonight. That's going to be a huge points night here for Rick Thompson, no matter how you cut it. We have been green flag all the way except for the stages. Top 10 drivers on the lead lap, 11th on, back at least one lap down, and Rick Thompson is really showing the way around this track now. For the longest segment of this race, from lap 116 all the way to lap 240, Rick, what is it going to take to win this race?
Well, what it's going to take, Chris, is the end of stage number 3 will be happening at the end of lap 165.
That's true. Very good. Very, very good.
Don't worry, Mark. I got them all. You know, I'm still sober. Okay. My loyalty is with you, but the loyalty is with Chris.
It's all about the loyalty here tonight as the pace car drops down on the pit lane and the 76 takes control of the field. Loud pedals are hit. We're back under the green flag here at Charlotte.
And Thompson wasting no time getting a good jump there on the 6th of Paulson. Paulson stuck on that outside. Here comes Ty Morosco.
Yeah, Ty Morosco on the inside trying to make things happen here early on in this third segment of the race. On the outside, though, Derek Paulson flexes his muscles. Down to the inside goes Derek Paulson. Paulson goes for the race lead. He's got it, Rick. We've got a new race leader. Oh, boy.
Hey, he's got, you know, he won 2 weeks ago, Chris, and he's still got that momentum going in the 6, obviously.
The Mariel number 6 looking strong. Here comes Rick Thompson for the race lead again. Back and forth we go here at Charlotte. Wow. John Perkins hanging out in the 33 and third spot. Now picks up second. Derek Paulson hanging out on the outside. Didn't do himself any favors. Now Jacob Hoppy goes around.
You know, Rick Thompson's pretty happy right now to look back and see his teammate, his Speed Mafia teammate, Chris, there in between him and the 2. But we'll see how long. I mean, John Perkins is another one of those drivers, Chris, that has been having one heck of a season. You know, running strong throughout most of the race.
Oh, this one is far from done. We've got a long way to go. As this third stint is really going to challenge these drivers.
Well, Eddie Rig, that's the problem, though. I mean, it's not really tattling. I mean, got some of the best race control here at the Blazing Pedals. League owner Mark Arthur and Sam Baumgarten both there watching all the drivers. I mean, there are rules. That'll be hashed out, I'm sure, after the race.
Rick Corey Sherman being scored in the 14th spot. He's the first driver, 1 lap down. And the 3 car running on the inside now, trying to get around the 15. He does it.
Now the driver that is trying to steal his woman's heart is in front of him. That's a 10 TBB.
But there's some loyalty there.
There is. I think the Alpha just put the Alpha move on the 10 there. Terminator goes around.
It's
still got some work to do, though.
Yes, for sure. It's been a minute, but let's thank all of our sponsors here. It's TRJKarting.com. If you have not visited TRJKarting.com and you're a sim racer, shame on you. There's a section there dedicated for sim racers. You've got gloves, you've got shoes, you've got everything you need to be comfortable in your sim rig. You got pay to win. If you're looking for a setup and you want to win, you got to check out Pay to Win. That's pay, the number 2, win. If you're looking for a paint job, there is really, and I mean really, nobody better in the business than Michael Falk. And Rick, you know it hurts me to say that because you are my painter, but man, is he good.
I agree with you, brother.
And of course, there's Butt Kicker. If you don't have a Butt Kicker, make sure to go over to Butt Kicker and use promo code Blazing Pedals. You'll get some
Blazing.
Oh, just Blazing. Excuse me. Yeah, you'll get some discount. It's good to go. Don't worry about it. Loyalty.
It's a 20%.
Yeah, it's a loyalty discount of 20%. Jacob Hoppy, your race leader, gets around Rick Thompson and Hoppy now in the 2 car, looking strong here at Charlotte. Hey, I haven't said Charlotte at all tonight, just so you know.
I wasn't going to mention it, but yes, you've been doing very good. It's a Vermont thing, though.
Yeah, for those not familiar, we actually have a town up here in Vermont called Charlotte, spelled the same way. So, you know, every now and again, my Vermont brain kicks in. Rick Thompson in 2nd spot. John Perkins in the 33, holding on to the 3rd position. Derek Paulson. Oh, in 4th. Yellow flag in the air. Oh, it might be the man. Oh, no. Oh, boy, is that car destroyed. The 86 has seen better days. First caution on the night belongs to Terry Foster. Let's go back and take a peek. He's inside the 20. And Foster just goes up way too high. Maybe got a little tight. Gets involved with a 20. And, well, when you're facing the wrong way on the track, it's not good. Somebody came in late and clipped the nose of the 86. Let's find out who that was.
Whoever it was, I got to thank them because a couple more mothballs just fell out.
You see the 20 gets involved with it early on. The 86 hard on the brakes, which exactly what you're supposed to do. Just a little clip there. Didn't see who it was again. Rick, I'm blaming you for my poor eyesight.
I think it's the camouflage car from MF Racing Design.
Oh boy, it might have been. I didn't see it, so it's definitely possible. Let's take a peek in on Nico Kie. Yeah, a little bit of damage there for sure on the front end of Nico Kie. First caution of the evening. And Rick Thompson is going to be your race leader. And with that, we're going to step away right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Don't you dare go away. We've got many more laps here of racing action to come.
been imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show under the world of outlaw.
Oh, and we're back live here at Charlotte. We've got, unfortunately, a driver down in the infield care center. Let's get him up here. I'm feeling the loyalty all the way, Rick. Terry Foster, Chris and Rick up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Gotcha, buddy.
The 86 machine wasn't doing too bad here tonight, but now, man, it took a real big hit.
Yeah, I just trying to follow D's past Josh, and I just got way too close to him. Got my back end to his front end, just spun me around.
And around you went into the wall. Are you going to be able to make it back out, or are you going to call it a night?
No, the 86 is going to stay out. TNA Motorsports tonight, we're sponsoring this race, so we're going to keep all 4 cars on the track, I believe.
All right.
Gotta get them points too, man. I gotta have points for us.
Bud, because of some lack of racing this season, and we're not going to get into that too much, but right now the 2, Jacob Hoppy working the outside of the 1-timer. Roscoe Hoppy looking to take 3rd spot. But yeah, at this point, Terry, is there a way for you to get into the championship race?
Yeah, I'll be sitting up here with you guys.
Hell yeah.
See, that's not the worst thing that's ever happened, right? I mean, come on.
Right, yeah. I'll be sitting up here with you guys most likely.
Now I see right now you got the VR off. In fact,
Yeah.
hold on a second.
Does he have a piece of taffy in his mouth?
We got Terry Foster joining us in the booth right now. His car is being fixed. No taffy. I see you went with the sleeveless look here tonight, Terry, but it didn't work out for you as well as it did for Aaron Bockover.
Right, man. I tell you what, it's hotter than hell down here in Ohio. I know it's hot up there where you are too, buddy. But yeah, you know what? I was trying to be like Aaron Bockover tonight. I had an 86 running really good.
Sorry. Yellow flag out once again. Terry, we're going to put you back down in the team. I'm sorry.
All right,
get
guys,
yourself
no
back
problem.
out there, bud, but we got a race to call.
Thanks, guys.
Terry Foster in the 86. Going to try and get it back out there, but we're back under the yellow flag. And Rick, I have no idea why.
I'm trying to figure that out too, Chris.
Let's check in on Nick Okie, possibly. We'll go back. No, not Nick Okie. Terry Foster still on pit road, so I'm really not sure, bud. But the yellow flag flies nonetheless. Also got corrected by race control. We have another stage to go here, Rick. Lap 165.
Well, I mean, the viewers that have been listening to the sober guy already knew that, though. I'm just saying.
Well, listen, it's like this, it's like that, it's like this, y'all.
The good news is I'm looking Terry Foster.
This is actually really good news for Terry. It gives him a little bit of time on pit road. He's actually got his VR back on. We see that on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. It's very good news for the 86 machine. Maybe he can get it back out there with minimal laps down. But Rick Thompson was leading the way. Rick Thompson brings it down pit road along with everybody else. I say everybody else, Matt Gruenberg out there working the back stretch, trying to get there. I believe he is going to come down pit road, just hasn't been able to get there yet. Rick Thompson going to come back out as the race leader. And a lot of drivers in front of him, Rick, are going to have the opportunity to try and make up a lap right here. This is kind of what this race needed. Let's get a lot more drivers back on that lead lap. Let's try and get them to win.
Oh, definitely. And don't mind me if I'm quiet. I am just listening into the race control just to make sure I don't miss where that caution is. I cannot find anything.
Yeah, I hope you do, because I have no idea why that caution was thrown. We're going to figure it out here in just a few, I think. Hopefully. Through race control. Maybe one of them caught it. I did not. The Lorilty 360 live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. I can't thank you all enough for tuning in here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. It has been a very busy week, as is every week here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. If you are a fan of esport racing, you don't need to go any further than right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We've got it all. Fred Thompson.
It looks like the 31 of Pittman, Chris.
Oh, okay.
Got into the 09.
Let's see if we can go back and find it. Maybe not at this point.
Might be too far, yeah. But 31 got into the 09. So the 31 going to be getting the EOL.
Yeah.
But I cannot go back myself personally.
If I could have found it, I would, but doesn't look like it's there for me. And that's okay. Rick Thompson, your race leader, is actually following his father, Fred Thompson. How cool is that? A father-son combination.
Ooh, if you scroll up the lap, right at lap 131. And it's not far up above when Rick Thompson entered pit lane, Chris, if that helps you. It is a little ways up there. But that's all it is. I finally found it.
Christian Pittman passes James Miller.
Yep, click on that.
Let's go back and take a peek, see if we can figure it out. Christian Pittman in the 31 butt kicker machine, working the inside of the 09. James Miller. Oh, he gets into James Miller. Oh, that's where it is. Oh, big time problems. Oh, man, I do not want to be race control on that one, though. Oh, boy. Well, we found it. Thank you, Rick. Now lined up 2 by 2, getting ready to go back under the green flag. Pace car lights are off. Rick Thompson, Jacob Hoppe, your front row. That is Derek Paulson, Tom Morosco, John Perkins, Ian Habiak, your top 6. And speaking of Habiaks, boy, has Tim been quiet here tonight.
Well, Tim's been quiet because Tim's not here.
Oh, he's bowling like 4,000 or something like that, Rick.
He's got to be up to 4,000 by now. He probably took his wife out to Hot Dogs R Us to get himself one of them avocado black olive hot dogs.
Yeah.
Since Kyle Busch won today.
Pace car off from the racing surface. We back under the green flag. Rick Thompson with a great restart. Jacob Hoppe asleep at the wheel on that restart, and Hoppe gonna pay the price because here comes Derek Paulson down the bottom side. Hoppe battles back on the outside. He drops in front of Derek Paulson. Ty Morosco watching it all happen along with John Perkins. They go single file Rick Thompson has got a mirror full right now of Jacob Hoppy. Hoppy taking a peek to the inside, may have a run here. He goes up door by door, going into turn one. Hoppy with the race lead. Jacob Hoppy takes it away. Rick Thompson can't do a thing about it.
That 2 Craftsman Mustang is very fast right now. I mean, he was using that outside lane, Chris. He passed. He's gone.
Jacob Hoppy, your race leader. Rick Thompson right behind him, along with John Perkins. And we've got a few drivers that are now back on the lead lap. And maybe we're having issues before. Let's check in with our pole sitter, though, Rick. That's Brian D is our pole sitter here tonight. He's running in the 13th spot. Make it 13th as he is getting around Joshua Sexton. The 17 has been serious on the camera all night long, but man, he just hasn't seemed to been able to find the front since that first stage.
Yeah, I mean, he's driving like he normally does, Chris. He is very focused there in his rig. Another thing that I noticed looking in on the driver cams is already changed his shirt, I think, so it must be hot in the garage. I'm just kidding. But Ian has taken off the helmet and actually shut the light off in his room. He's really getting into the sim racing thing. You know, it transitioned to a night race. Now he's got the lights off.
And he's doing it all on his own because you know his dad isn't there.
Roscoe, another one who shut his lights off.
Oh, is it dark in the Morosco machine? Holy cow.
All I see are a couple of arms. That's all I see.
Let's bring you on in to the live driver's screen. Top bottom left-hand side. Ty Morosco driving in the dark. Trying to simulate it. I love it. I think these guys have timers. I don't know how they're doing that.
You know, and Morosco actually has a VR headset on, Chris. So, I mean, to him, it's no, he probably doesn't even know the lights off.
Well, saving power.
That's what it is.
California would be proud. Looking over the chat, and it looks like you got a couple of good ones in on Sam, so I'm happy about that.
No, we love Sam, you know. Well, Brian D just smiled. I don't know what is going on. I'm not used to seeing the 17 smile while he's racing.
Well, Brian D is on the outside, and it looks like he might fall up maybe 1 or 2 positions. Nothing really to smile about there as the 17 is getting his doors blown off, and it's not done yet. Amanda Sherman and the 44 of Aaron Bockover right around the 17 right now. Our pole sitter here tonight going backwards.
Well, for any drivers that are listening in, just so you know, you have 1 more stage to go, and then it's the final stage. So we will be having a stage 3, and that's going to happen at the end of lap 165.
Yeah, let's go ahead and say that again.
Just about 20 laps from now.
Check in
hey,
on
buddy,
the,
it's okay.
no, we got to check in on the weather here, Rick. I'm sorry, but it's 75 degrees in North Carolina. 81 degrees track temperature. I bet you that feels so good. Brian,
I mean, you're going to find out.
Down Kurt Road.
Yeah, he's definitely not happy with that 17 car. But Chris, just so you know, that is our low for tonight, 75 degrees.
Oh, boy.
But about 94% humidity.
Well, right now in Vermont, Colchester, Vermont, showing 85 degrees. so it's warm. I'm not going to lie.
So it's warmer than what the track surface is out here. It's all good.
Yeah, go ahead. Rub that in.
I mean, I had it nice and cool here in the basement, but once I close the door and the monitors are going, the computer's going, Chris, it's warm in here too. I'm right there with you. The only thing I could do is I could crack a window to turn my fan on.
Don't do that.
No.
No, don't do that. Jacob Hoppy leads the way. Here we are, lap 148 of 240, and just under 100 laps to go. And Hoppy takes the race lead. John Perkins right behind him. Rick Thompson's winner of stage 1 and stage 2 settles into 3rd spot. Matt Gruenberg runs in the 4th position. Different paint job for him tonight. It's a red and blue versus a black and green. Matt and Tanner Marr, the cotton candy machine, running in the 5th position. Some of the best paint jobs out there, MF Racing Designs. Make sure, guys, to check them out. We're assuming that you're iRacers at this point, and if you are, you need a good paint job when you cross the start-finish line in 1st spot. When you do, it's MF Racing Designs. And Michael, I'm going to be needing, I believe, a 71 for next season.
Wow.
I'm putting it out there. Rick, it's not that I don't love you. You know I do. But how can I not? Now, there are a couple of little things that I insist on having on my cars, Michael, so we'll have to talk about that.
And it's okay, because one of them is going to be a blue oval, so I already know you have all those templates.
That's true. Speaking of blue ovals, Rick, if you're trying to keep up with manufacturer standings, how about this? 1, 2, 3, all belonging to Ford. 4th and 5th, Toyota.
And 6th with Dalton Kilroy, the lone Chevy.
It's a tough night for Chevy here at Charlotte, as then you got 3 Fords and then a Chevy. So 2 Chevys in the top 10, showing their royalty here and the Blazing Pedals.
So listen, Chris, we haven't really talked much about what's going on for the rest of the season. And next week, July 11th, we will be heading to Daytona for the Daytona Road race. That is going to be, oh, Hoppy into the wall. He brushed the wall. Here comes John Perkins.
Yeah, now Perkins is going to go to the inside. Here comes Rick Thompson. Thompson now looking way down low. Thompson going to try and for that 2nd spot. A little glitch at a Hoppy, and it is going to cost him a couple of spots. Rick Thompson side by side heading into the corner. Thompson gonna take over that 2nd spot. Oh my. Michael Fox says on the house, no brother, that's not how we play. You know better than that.
Let him pay you. I think I've done what, 38 cars so far?
Something like that for free. I love it. Thank you very much.
Just kidding. That honestly, I mean, like I said, I don't even call myself a painter. What I do is some very basic stuff. The stuff that Michael Falk puts out with MF Racing Design, man. I mean, if I needed a paint and I didn't want something that was done by me, that is simple. I mean, you know me, I like old school paints. I'm not crazy about the crazy stuff because I'm not talented enough to make it work. I mean, honestly speaking.
When you say crazy stuff, let's talk about what that means. You're talking spec maps. You're talking
spec map. I mean, so look at John Perkins' car. Okay.
I'm looking at it.
You're looking at it. Of course we are, because he's number 1. Okay. You look at Rick Thompson's car. Who else do we have out there that we know? You look at Tanner Marr's car. You know, you look at Marasso's car. I can't make things like that work, bro. I mean, you want something that I can do, and I'm very proud of this paint. But if you go back to the guy who's sitting in 26, actually, he's sitting on pit road.
I can't even bring him up right now. Yeah.
No, see, that's my style paint. It's black, simple. And I just don't have the talent, the eye to make things work like that. I mean, I could probably do it if you didn't want to see me, Chris. If you wanted a paint that was like a Michael Falk paint, I will get it to you by the year 2030.
Perfect. Just in time.
Or you go to Michael Falk and he has it for you tomorrow.
Oh boy, Brian D is having an issue here under the green. Let's go back, take a peek here while we are sitting under the green flag. Brian D is running in 19th position, goes sideways. Does he mow the lawn? Yes, he does, and takes a little jump while he's doing it. Big time lawnmower out of the 17 Marvel Studios machine, our pole sitter here tonight. Back live, John Perkins leading the way. Rick Thompson trying to catch him back up. Jacob Hoppy still in the third spot. And it's only 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, Rick. This is the longest race of the season, simulating right now the Coca-Cola 600. Here at Charlotte, North Carolina, John Perkins leads the way. And what a job he's doing.
I mean, Speed Mafia, very, very strong here today. I mean, we saw Rick Thompson take stage 1 and 2. Perkins leading in stage 3 here. And that's coming up to an end pretty soon there. It's going to be at the end of lap 165.
That is 6 laps away. Can John Perkins steal one away from Rick Thompson? Thompson tonight has been solid all night long.
Yeah, Michael, I mean, you're absolutely right. The 17, I mean, you know, just looking at Brian D's car, I mean, that's something that I can't do. I don't have I'm too, what's the word that Chris would say? Anal about the way that I do things. Too much of a perfectionist. I get told that all the time. When I worked with Chris, that's what he always told me. You know, if he had me clean out a customer's car or something, he'd be like, dude, you're done. It looks good.
Yeah, these are words that I have used.
It's what you use.
No question about it.
It's like, you're too much of a perfectionist. Move on.
5 more laps till the end of stage number 3. And I get to use a graphic that we haven't used all season long here.
No, we haven't used
this winner.
Since what was it, May? What I had it all written down.
It was last
It was
season.
May 31st, 2020.
There you go. If I knew, man, I wish I knew what car they're running next season. I'm hoping it's this one.
Listen, you got to do the same thing I got to do. You got to take your wheel, bring it to work, and use the air compressor to get all the dust and cobwebs out of it, bro.
Yeah, no kidding. My poor wheel is sitting over there somewhere. I know you think you thought you saw it, and you did, but it has since moved, and truly, at this time, I have no idea where my racing wheel is. My pedals, they're right there. They're kicked over to the side. No problem there.
I'd take those to work and blow those out, too.
Yeah, no question about that.
Grease them up a little bit.
Yeah, they're probably going to squeak next time I use them. John Perkins, your race leader, right now 163 out of 240. And John Perkins looking to try and win stage number 3 on this long night here for Blazing Pedals. The 24, Cody Moore, bringing it down pit road. He has got some damage. But John Perkins looking strong here. Just behind the 17, our pole sitter tonight. The Marvel Studios number 17, the masterpiece, if you will. Getting ready to potentially go down. What is it? Another lap. My goodness. The Soul Stealer not having the night that he wanted as the pole sitter here tonight. And here comes the 54 with a late charge. Lap 165, and it's a late charge out of Matt Gruenberg. One more time around for John Perkins. Can he hold on to it? Oh, John, come on, buddy. It's not that we cheer people on, but we cheer people on. Ladies and gentlemen, John Perkins heads up. He's throwing the block down the 54, has no place to go. John Perkins is going to be the stage 3 winner. Wow.
Wow.
Oh my, was that tight. Oh, we've got problems further back in the field. Ty Marasco, Fred Thompson having problems. Let's go back and take a peek. We'll add Corey Sherman to the list. Oh. Ty Marasco in the 1 machine. Having problems. Oh, the 76 goes around. Oh, the 1 goes around. Oh my goodness.
You know what it came down to, Chris? There is a driver out there that was involved in that ran out of gas.
Let's take a peek here in on Corey Sherman, also listed on the problem children. Oh, Sherman just eases his way into Fred Thompson. No place to go for the 3 machine. Come on, Corey, be careful coming back out onto the track. He does. He comes back out on the high side, but boy, oh boy. And now John Perkins being listed as a driver who had a problem.
And I think what happened to Perkins, he also ran out of gas, Chris, and had to jump to the pits.
Oh boy. Yeah, John Perkins very slow, stops his car and has to jump over to pit road. Oh man, devastating. Absolutely devastating. As Gruenberg brings everybody down pit road on the lead lap. We're going to step away for just a moment here on the Turn 3 Racing Network.
best. You got him 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt. The World of Outlaws.
Back live here at Charlotte Motor Speedway in North Carolina. We've got ourselves a new race leader, last season's champion. No, excuse me, that's not correct. It's Matt Gruenberg, who opts for the outside. Last season's champion Dalton Kilrow to the inside. Then it's going to be Derek Paulson and Taylor the Butcher Benjamin making up row number 2. Row 3 going to be Joshua Sexton and Ian Habiak. Habiak has been hanging around pretty well here tonight, Rick.
Yeah, he really has. And now he's got his helmet still off, but his lights in the room are back on again.
The helmet is off. Let's clarify. Helmet is off. Lights are on. As the pace car drops down, we go back under the green flag. Matt Gruenberg wasting no time at all. I'm surprised to see a green flag there. Matt Gruenberg taking the race lead. And behind him, it is Dalton Kilrow with obvious damage to the rear end. He goes around. Oh, he goes sideways. Dalton Kilrow with damage to the car, not able to hold on to the rear of that car and almost spun out. That's going to give second spot over to Taylor Butcher Benjamin, and Derek Paulson going to be in third. It's Ian Habiak in fourth. Tom Morosco picking up fifth spot, and Joshua Sexton in the 15, running in sixth. The 66, 1 lap down.
Yeah, 66 kind of causing a little bit of an issue there. The 15 of Sexton had a good run, Chris, along with Josh Klinger in the 20 beside him, but the 66 there kind of in the way. I mean, not really, not his fault. He's racing his race, doing what he had to do, but the 15 had to really slow down a little bit there, so that allowed Sexton, or didn't allow Sexton to go around, but allowed Klinger to go around. And we see the 77 there. He is, I'd have to look here. Let's see how many laps down is.
It's 1.
Yep, Eisman. Yep, the first car 1 lap down.
Yeah, Drew Eisman 1 lap down, but solidly in the 11th spot, up 14 spots since the drop of the green flag. Matt Gruenberg leads the way, and we have grown accustomed to this, Rick. Gruenberg in the 54 leads the way. Here we are, the final stage of the race. Gruenberg has the race lead, and Taylor Butcher Benjamin trying to chase him down. We've got Derek Paulson in the Marielle paint machine, and that thing is awesome. I love that. Marielle, you did such a good job, honey. Ian Habiak.
Since Michael's doing your paint, maybe you gotta have his daughter do mine.
Oh, there you go.
Uh-oh.
Son of a gun.
Or daughter of a legend. You know what I'm saying?
As Michael Fox says, that is sweet. I'm gonna put it out there.
Let's see, we got what, 64 laps left?
Oh, now you're gonna try and make me do lap counts?
Yeah,
really?
I want to.
All right. Well, let's see.
I'm just trying to figure out because it's still a good run here, and we've only had a couple of cautions, Chris. I mean, this race has been going very well here tonight.
Yeah, listen, this has been one of the best races so far here for the Blazing Pedals. A Sunday night here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Can't thank you all enough for tuning in, and make sure you do every single night here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We've got something going on, and we are not done yet here tonight as Ian Habiak runs in that 4th spot. The 77, Drew Eisman trying to get a lap back. Habiak right now running in the 4th spot, doing a good job without his spotter Tim.
It seems like as of late, and this isn't a slam towards Tim because I love Tim, obviously.
No, let's do it. Do a
But
slam.
it seems Kyle Busch sucks. Anyway, I'm probably gonna get sued by the Bush Foundation now, but you know what? I don't care. He can have it all because there ain't much. My pool's like 74 degrees, so we can have that. Although in Vegas it's probably a little warmer. But anyway, you know, it seems so. Ian, we've watched him since he was a little kid, really, Chris. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, how many seasons? We've done what, 7 seasons?
Yeah, it's been a few.
So that's 7 years. Okay, Ian just hit 18. So I'll let you do the math later if you can find your calculator.
11. Got it.
There you go. So Ian was young, and you know, he grew up. His dad was always there in his ear during the kart races, I'm sure, you know, telling him what's going on. But as of late, Ian's been really pouring it on as a driver, and you know, he doesn't always need Dad there. Now, of course, Dad does come in on some of the races to help Ian out, but you know, with or without Tim, Ian's doing a heck of a job.
Rick, I have got some news, and it's going to blow everybody away. Here it is. The highest running TNA member right now, Amanda Sherman, running in the 13th position. Amanda looking really good out there.
She's looking to carry that TNA banner this week.
Rick, she's not only looking good out there, but she's looking good on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. Finally having that shirt on, I can bring her up. My goodness, that tank top is showing too much. If you're prepubescent, you might have a problem here tonight.
Was that a warning to Dalton when he watches this after the race?
For Dalton, from Taylor Butcher Benjamin, who currently right now is in second spot.
You know, I've been watching his in-car cam, the Butchers, and I think he's got Discord up to just Amanda. So every now and then he looks over. I looked to see if he was streaming. He's not on Twitch right now, even though he's posted it in driver's chat a few times. Maybe that's why he's doing so good right now.
Perhaps. We've got him up on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. It's Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Let's hit the cockpit view. He's working against the 17, our pole sitter here tonight. D's not doing so great at this point. 20th in the scoring and timing.
Talking now, you know, little smirks here and there. There goes that beautiful 86 cheap tobacco car. That I'm gonna have to do some work on after this race.
Rick, I don't normally do this during a broadcast, but there it is. There's a crack.
That's some Lorilty right there. The Miller Lite Lorilty, 185.
There you go.
That's what the race should have been called tonight, the 185. Or not, because we'd be almost done now. I mean,
that's true. 360 miles is the race distance here tonight. Our race leader, Matt Gruenberg. Gruenberg in the 54, leading the way over Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. The gap right now, 1.15 seconds. And I don't know why Terry had such a problem talking.
Well, how many are you in now? Because remember, he had 3 White Claws.
Oh boy.
That would make anybody talk funny because those things taste terrible.
Rick, I hate to tell you how many I've had right now.
What, White Claws or Miller Lights?
Well, you know, real beer.
Oh, you drinking PBR tonight?
No, I said real beer. Let's check in on Terry Foster, though. Oh, Foster almost getting clipped by the 5 machine. The 5 heading out towards the wall as the 16 goes on by. So Terry Foster, with that damage, really slowed up right now. And there goes the 5 machine. That's Rutherford. 20 of Josh Klinger. So another lap down goes Terry Foster. We still love him.
I would like it better if the car had a front bumper on it.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I'm just happy to see him back out there. Listen, I want to just thank everybody out there on the Turn 3 Racing Network for hanging out with us tonight as Chris has a good time and I stay cool drinking lots of ice water. Want to give it is. I want to give special thanks out to TRJ Karting. Make sure you head on over to trjkarting.com. You haven't played Cody Early's radio ad for TRJ Karting.
You know what? Let's do it right now.
TRJKarting.com is your #1 online source for karting components, engines, and safety gear. They have a huge selection for the novice to the professional and a dedicated section for sim racers. No matter how you do it, your desire and passion to go fast fuels them. Their focus is to put their customers into victory lane. Make sure you check them out at TRJKarting.com and give them a like on Facebook.
And looking for victory lane right now, it's Matt Gruenberg, our race leader. Taylor Butcher Benjamin running in the second spot, 0.7 seconds behind. Derek Paulson running in third. Dalton Kilrow fourth. Ian Habiak all the way up 11 spots into the 5th position.
Yeah, sitting inside that top 5, doing a heck of a job. Also want to give a quick thanks out to TNA Motorsports, guys. If you haven't yet and you have a Facebook account, go to Facebook, hit that search bar, type in TNA Motorsports. Give them a like on Facebook. Hang out with them on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern for the TNA Motorsports Shop Talk. And, of course, head on over to SavageEdge.com. TNA Motorsports has a beautiful page up there. Corey and Amanda do outstanding work. I mean, I have a bunch of their gear and stuff that's hanging up on my wall, Chris, that, I mean, second to none. I mean, I prop out Savage Edge all the time. Actually, one of our soaping groups that we're in, somebody was asking about shirts, and they're from Iowa, so I sent them over to Savage Edge. But you can get some TNA Motorsports stuff. Of course, I got to thank Michael Falk over at MF Racing Designs. He's on Facebook also. And if you go to savageedge.com/MF Racing Designs, you can get some MF Racing Designs gear. Pay to win setups. Got to thank those guys again because of the awesome setup these guys are racing here tonight. If you want to be a winner, make sure you go to pay the #2 win setups on Facebook, or you can go to paytowinsetups.com. And of course, we got to thank Butt Kicker. And I said kicker this time, Butt Kicker. If you head on over to the buttkicker.com and use code BLAZING, you're going to save 20% off your order. And of course, all these links and everything are right down in the description here of the race here on Turn 3 Racing Network. You can also go to the league Facebook. If you're looking for a good league to run on a Sunday night, look no further than right here at Blazing Pedals. Mark Arthur does a heck of a job, along with Sam Baumgarten, Dalton Kilrow, Terry Foster, Nick Okie. There's a couple other admins. Those guys do a fabulous job, and this is a place to race on a Sunday night for sure.
Yeah, a couple others. You're absolutely right. One of which is the 41, Dalton Kilrow. Kilrow getting his admin on during the race week, but during the race, it's just like he's everybody else. He's got to get it up there, and right now the 41 not doing well. He's not doing the best. He's not doing the worst. Right now, the 41 sits in 4th spot.
As I say, he's still in the top 5, sitting in 4th. And, Captain Save Fuel is what we like to call Dalton Kilrow, along with last season's champion. I still expect to see the 41 doing something here tonight, Chris. He ain't done yet. But neither is Matt Gruenberg, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, Derek Paulson.
Well, you're right. The 41, though, with some rear end damage. The 54, Matt Gruenberg, is your race leader. And I'm sure there's a couple of people out there in chat that are happy about that. 195 of 240 here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Matt Gruenberg leading the way. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin running in 2nd spot. He's just about a second behind Matt Gruenberg. And Gruenberg in that lap down traffic might be slowing him up just a little bit. Something to watch out for, as Gruenberg having to open the holes up for Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Gruenberg right now underneath the 21 machine. That's Tanner Marr. Going down a lap. He's in 8th position. top 7 drivers on the lap. And Rick, it's almost like we need, I don't know if it's another caution or a stage, but we almost need something else here as the field starting to get very spread out once again.
Well, one thing that's going to help that a little bit, Chris, is a couple of drivers have gone down pit roads, so we're starting to see some green flag pit stops here.
Time Orozco right now on pit road. And Gruenberg just continues to hammer down the winningest driver here this season, the 54 of Matt Gruenberg. You know, we talked about Jamie Walker earlier on. The season continues to have computer issues. And Rick, you got to think maybe the 88 would have something for the 54, but we honestly don't know at this point in the season. It looks like the 54 brings it down below the white line. He's coming down pit road along with Taylor Butcher Benjamin. And Butcher, he really did a good job getting onto pit road. He got right to the back bumper of the 54. Josh Klinger coming down pit road as well. Joshua Sexton, the lone driver out there on the lead lap, not on pit road. Let's see if he does it. No, he does not. He comes around. He's going to lead a lap here. Joshua Sexton, the race leader here at Charlotte.
A lot of drivers opting to come down pit road, Chris. I mean, it was right around the time I was expecting it to happen here shortly. Right now, Joshua's sitting in the 15 butt kicker machine doing what he has to do to gain those extra bonus points. Long season, every point matters. And the 15 is making it happen. Of course, another driver that has not come in, the 33, John Perkins. Some of those guys that are, or drivers, I should say, that are a lap down, starting to call out their pit stops now. Things will mix up a little bit. Now's not the time for that caution because that would mess up some drivers.
I say let's do it. Let's get a caution. Let's do something different because we have to, Rick. This race has gotten a little bit out of hand. We've had a lot of green flags going on here, and these laps are taken away here. 40 laps to go. Joshua Sexton gonna come down pit road. That's gonna surrender the lead over to Dylan Kilroe, the 41 machine. Will Kilroe stay out? You know he's got plenty of fuel. The 41 goes around the 76. Our first 2 stage winners, and here comes the 10, Taylor Butcher Benjamin. He goes around the 76 as well. So the 41, Don Kilroe, picks up the race lead. And unfortunately for him, Rick, Matt Gruenberg is sitting in the 3rd spot. And Butcher Benjamin, he knows that. He goes to the race lead. And now the 41 has to work against the 54. And Gruenberg takes over 2nd spot.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris. There's going to be at least one more green flag pit stop if we continue green all the way through. I mean, we got 38 laps left to go.
Well, I would correct you, but you're absolutely right.
And I'm looking Dalton Kilroe on an old set of tires, along with the 16 of Ian Habiak, who's still hanging on into the 5th position. There's a few other drivers out there that do have some fresh Goodyears underneath their chassis. And one of those is driving the number 10 Foster Patrol.
Now, all these things are great, but you have to be able to use them. And you're not giving yourself a lot of time. If you come down pit road right now, you got 37 laps to go.
Oh, now Ian's in trouble because Ian's spotter just popped into TeamSpeak, and of course the first thing he said was, "I love Kyle Busch and my hot dogs with avocado and black olives." Probably puts a little mayo on there too.
Well, he sent me a message as well, Rick, and it's just Kyle, a word I can't say, Busch. Yeah, that's exactly right. And Tim, you're so wrong. You're so word I can't say wrong. Whoa, you got quiet all of a sudden, buddy.
Working now?
Nope.
I guess I'm done for the Get Terry up here.
Get Terry up here is the word. That works fine, so I don't know what the heck is going on. But you're right. Let's get Terry up here. Terry Foster, driver of the number 86. I know you're going around the track right now.
Yeah.
We actually got you
Hey,
going.
what's up?
Well, hey, look, Rick is having a little bit of technical difficulty. He's a little quiet, but there you are, running in the 24th spot. Do you have?
Here I am.
You got no front clip.
Nope.
Front fascia is gone. The rear end has seen better days. The left side of the car totally mangled. Terry Foster, can you win this race?
Man, I'm gonna give it a hell of a shot.
All right, brother.
I tell you what, though, let me tell you something, real quick. I have gained 3 spots since I came back out.
Listen, man, it all comes down to the loyalty.
That's right, brother.
And you have got the loyalty for blazing pedals, and I love to see it here with the 86 machine. Terry, I want you to do better than the 24th. Can you get a 23rd out of tonight's race?
I cannot, unless Jordan McAvoy really has to screw up right now, and I have no clue what lap we're on.
Well, we're on lap 207 of 240. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
he's
got to screw up.
I'm gonna cheat a little bit. You do have Aaron Bockover, you know, who won this race last season.
Yeah.
Right behind you in the 25th position. Are you gonna be able to keep him there?
Since he quit, yeah.
All right, there you go. Well, quitters can't win.
That's
and winners
right.
Can't quit. Terry
Where's
Foster.
his loyalty?
There's no loyalty there in the 86 machine. Get it done here. 24th spot. Terry Foster, thanks
buddy.
for joining us, brother.
Yep.
All right, Terry Foster, the 86 driver, running in 24th position, but, you know, it doesn't matter if you got loyalty.
That's right.
Yeah, that's better, Rick. Up front, the race leader, Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Here we are on 209 of 240. And the Butcher getting it done. Matt Grudenberg, 3.5 seconds behind. We're going to have to keep track of that, as there's a big, big gap differential there. Loyalty, Rick. That is the name of the game here tonight. On this, the longest race of the season.
As of now, you got to remember the championship race was a little longer last season.
We're gonna get it done right here this season. Let's see. Tim Habiak sitting in the spotter channel. Let's bring him up. Tim Habiak, how are you tonight?
Doing good, guys. How about you?
Tim, did you score yourself a like 4,000 in bowling tonight, or what?
No, I sucked. I sucked 9-10 tonight.
Yeah, exactly. A 4,000 to win the night. It was
Yeah.
a perfect bowling league night for you.
No.
Listen, right now you are. I don't know why you came in. Honestly, Ian was doing better when you weren't here, but right now he scored in the 6th spot. You got to be happy about your driver.
Oh, absolutely. He's doing a hell of a job tonight.
He is doing a hell of a job tonight.
Yeah, we talked about a strategy before I headed out. He stuck to that strategy. He's doing a good job.
Well, he's doing a good job, and I'll tell you what, he had the helmet on earlier on. Right now, doesn't have the helmet, but, you know, he doesn't seem to need it here tonight, Tim. What say you?
I would prefer the helmet, but that's okay. Whatever he wants to do, he was getting a little flustered there with those cans of Rowdy Energy beside him. He had a very momentous day before the league started tonight. cheering his favorite driver, Kyle Busch, to win at Pocono ahead of the number 5 Kyle Larson.
Well, listen, he is young, so there's a chance that he picks a real driver at some point, Tim. And I'm just going to put you down there so I can talk over you 100%, because I got to be honest, that is not the driver he is going to have to cheer on. He's got to find somebody else. Maybe Kyle's the right name, Rick.
Maybe. I mean, each to their own. It's all good.
You know, there's another Kyle out there. I'm just going to put it out there that maybe the 6th position running Ian Habia could possibly look up to.
No, you know, I mean, Ian, he's young. You got to look at the young money. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Mark Arthur out there chasing. Kind of time for someone to report the race control stream. I have no idea what that means. I know they do stream the race control out there so that everybody can see exactly how the rules are being applied, which I gotta be honest is more fair than most leagues out there. Ian Habiak right now being scored in the 6th spot up top. It's Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Benjamin looking for another race win. He's going to go around the 3 car. That is Corey Sherman. Corey Sherman being scored right now. I don't even see him, Rick. He is so far down in the stats. Corey Sherman being scored in 12th position. And guess who's in front of him? The banner holder right now for TNA Motorsports, the 8th machine of Amanda Sherman. Sherman running in 11th spot, just outside the top 10. And you know she's looking for another podium with 23 laps to go. But her man, the Butcher, coming on strong. Looks like he might be able to go around her one more time.
Just doing some admin stuff here, bro. I'm sorry. I'm here.
What?
Hopefully you can still hear me.
Whoa, yeah, you're sounding great. You got that fixed up, no problem at all. I don't know what's going on, but Taylor Butcher Benjamin, the race leader. Derek Paulson, Matt Gruenberg, your top 3, Josh Klinger. I gotta click on the right name. There we go, Josh Klinger. 4th place runner, Dalton Kilroy running 5th. Matt Gruenberg sitting in the 3rd spot. He is about 6.2 seconds behind our race leader right now. 21 laps to go for the Butcher. Does he have enough fuel to make it? That would be the decisive factor here tonight.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, we got 21 laps left to go to see what Gruenberg can pull out of the out of his back pocket there. But right now, the Butcher, I mean, he didn't even take out Terry. He passed Terry. As you can see, if you go back to 2nd place to Derek Paulson, you can see where Foster is. Derek Paulson, Foster.
Yeah, stays out of the way. Good job from him.
But why didn't the Butcher just, take off the rear bumper too? He doesn't need it.
Oh, Terry Foster does definitely not need it because he's got Lorilty.
Lorilty. One of the original 185.
I would like to know who the other original 185 were.
Don't you listen to all the shop talks, bro?
Oh, you know I do. But you can never really trust. Look, the way Terry was that night is far and above where I am right now. And Terry Foster did not list down all 185 who had the Lorilty.
Now listen, we don't need that for tomorrow because that is a lot of research that needs to be done. But I expect to have a spreadsheet by Terry Foster to tell us who the original 185R. And if I remember correctly, only 10% of that 185 had the Lorilty.
That's true.
I don't see how that works either, because I'm looking.
Don't do it, dude. It's a black hole.
I mean, so let's see. Out of 185, 10%, that'd be 18.5. Who's the half?
The
That's gonna
Butcher
be...
bringing it down pit road. Our race leader says, I don't have enough fuel, boys. I gotta come. And that surrenders the race lead over to Derek Paulson 2 weeks ago. Derek Paulson took the race win in the Marielle machine. Oh, this one is not done yet. 17 laps to go. Derek Paulson, our race leader. Matt Gruenberg, Josh Klinger, our top three. And on this Lorilty night, it has given me the okay to drink as much as I want to. And that's never a good sign.
Never a good thing. Now, I'm in the cockpit of the 6 machine, Chris, trying to see if he's saving a little bit of fuel, and I do hear a little bit of throttle play there. Down the backstretch, he's right at about 8,100 RPMs. Drops it down to about, what, 60... Whoa! Josh Sexton in front of Derek Paulson. Almost went for a wild ride there.
Yeah, we've got it live with you, Rick. We're in the cockpit as well of Derek Paulson. Not seeing any signs of fuel savings going on. So Paulson, Gruenberg, Klinger will have to come down pit road, I'm assuming. Let's go on board with Matt Gruenberg with that fancy new paint job, the red and blue, number 54.
He's bringing it down pit road.
And down pit road he goes. Right behind the 33
of Perkins, yeah. Now, one thing that Gruenberg has on all these other drivers, pretty much, Chris, is that his pit stall, because he did not pit, he gets to pull into what, like 23rd box or so?
Did not qualify, but yes.
Did not qualify. I'm sorry. I don't know what I just said.
Derek Paulson has to bring it down. Our race leader brings it down pit road. That's going to surrender it off to Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Does Benjamin have enough? The answer right now is going to be no. I'm going to tell you straight up. Butcher Benjamin on the track in his number 10, working the back stretch still. Trying to get to the race lead. Derek Paulson still being scored as a race leader, Rick, as the 10 comes around and goes across the start finish line. Derek Paulson still being scored our race leader.
Paulson is still the race leader here, Chris. It looks like he just got a splash of fuel. It's just coming off. There goes Taylor the Butcher Benjamin to reclaim that number 1. Now, you said that does the Butcher have enough? The last time he was on pit road was lap 223, so I would say he's got enough. The Foster Patrol looking strong here tonight.
How cool would it be if the 185 Lorilty machine were to win here tonight?
I think that would be lore-tastic.
It would be something. The 10 car, Taylor Butcher Benjamin leading the way. Derek Paulson, Matt Gruenberg, second and third. Go all the way back, 3.5 seconds behind to find Derek Paulson in second place. 7.23 seconds behind is third spot, Matt Gruenberg. Young, I'm not sure if I like your comment or not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go with I don't. 2 users in timeout here on chat. No big deal. Easy peasy. 10 laps to go. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin leads the way as the Butcher tries to win here in the Blazing Pedals.
You can put them on timeout, but I'm just gonna hide them from the channel. That way they'll never be able to comment here. We don't put up with little kids here. Sorry.
Butcher Benjamin leading the way. He's got a clean track all the way down the back stretch. Before the 10 machine into 3 and 4 now is the Butcher. And he's holding on to that race lead, actually extending it over the third place machine of Matt Gruenberg. Gruenberg following slowly.
Ooh, Kilrow on the outside of Gruenberg.
Well, Kilrow does go around. Kilrow, though, at least a lap down. Oh, no, he's not.
No.
Kilrow takes over third spot. Got to pay attention, Chris.
First car 1 lap down is the 2 of Jacob Poppy, sitting in 8th position right now. So 7 cars on the lead lap.
It's simple out there in chat. If you want your voice heard, just be nice. Let us know. If you can be nice, we'll bring you back in. If you can't, you don't deserve to be here. We don't want to see you.
Now the great thing is, you know, hidden on the channel, Chris, that means no broadcast. So if they're broadcasted by any other leagues, well, or have drivers, friends, fans of drivers, we don't mess around here.
The Butcher getting passed by Cody. And the 24, Cody Moore, goes around. Cody being scored at least a lap down, though.
And Mark, on that note, you know, if you want that and get a little more experience in your games, head on over to thebuttkicker.com. Use code BLAZING for 20% off your order, which drops down a butt kicker system. So if I remember correctly, it's like $140. And that ain't bad. Elevate your game with a butt kicker.
5 laps to go for Taylor Butcher Benjamin. In the race lead, Derek Paulson running in second. Derek Paulson. Excuse me, Dalton Kilrow running in third. Matt Gruenberg fourth. And Josh Sexton having a great night here today in 15, running in fifth.
Yeah, the driver right behind him, man. Ian Habiak really pouring it on, still just outside that top 5.
If the race were to end right now, Corey Sherman, by 1 position, would have the TNA banner in 11th spot. Amanda Sherman in 12th. And they are running nose to tail out there on track. Amanda, come on. You know you want to get around him. 3 laps to go. Get around him. Amanda, come on.
I mean, I listen in, like I said, Chris, I've listened to all the shop talks. I try to be there every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, to watch them on Facebook. Yeah, sometimes that doesn't work out, and I do neither watch them when I go to bed or, you know, the next day. When I have a little bit of time, I'll put my earbuds in, maybe when the boy's taking a nap or something, and I'll listen in. And I know that Corey Sherman is he's sponsoring a second race this season. Of course, he did sponsor tonight's Lorilty 360 here at Charlotte in honor of Aaron Bach over his win from last season's championship race here. But he said that he was going to take his wife out to Sonoma. It's on their anniversary, so now's a good time for her to take him out. Carry that banner.
Absolutely. With 2 laps to go, Taylor Butcher Benjamin leading the way. Going around Fred Thompson now in the 46. White flag in the air. Butcher Benjamin looking to try and steal one away here at Charlotte. He goes into turns 1 and 2. The race leader, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, on the backstretch, trying to get to turns 3 and 4. 2.9 seconds is the differential between himself and Derek Paulson in second spot. He comes out of turn number 4. Taylor Butcher Benjamin gonna win the Lorilty 360 here tonight. Oh, the Butcher's getting it done.
In the round of the field, Derek Paulson in the 6th machine takes 2nd position. Dalton Kilrow in 3rd. Matt Grunberg finishes in 4th. Joshua Sexton in the 15 and butt kicker machine rounds out that top 5. Ian Habiak, Josh Klinger, Jacob Hoppy, Corey Rutherford, Tanner Marr, Corey Sherman carries the banner this week for TNA Motorsports. Amanda Sherman in 12th. Morosco newcomer Drew Eisman coming in 14th. John Perkins in 15th. Joshua Rutherford, Brian Dees, Randy McAvoy, Cody Moore, Fred Thompson, Rick Thompson, James Miller, Jordan McAvoy, Terry DeMan Foster, Nick Okie. And unfortunately, Aaron Bockover comes in 26th. Christian Pittman, Race Clark, Matt Hackathorn, and of course we know Jamie Walker having some issues and not able to do much.
Unbelievable race here tonight for the TNA guys, but not good enough to get ahead of Taylor Butcher Benjamin. After these messages, we'll be back with our top 3. It's Dalton Kilrow, Derek Paulson, and Taylor Butcher Benjamin right after this.
Greatness. It's just something we made up. Somehow we've come to believe that greatness is a gift reserved for a chosen few. For prodigies, for superstars, and the rest of us can only stand by watching. You can forget that.
Well, I want to be a race car driver someday. It's a great sport. It's all I've ever known, racing.
Ask any racer, any real racer. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
It is going to be Aaron Bockover with the white flag as Dalton Kilrow looks for his championship. Dalton Kilrow sits in 2nd spot. Oh, the 6 car gets loose, holds on to it. Paulson was trying to make the move, couldn't quite get there.
I don't really care what Bockover was thinking, man. You know what? Take the win. Let Dalton win the champion.
In turns 3 and 4, now on the front stretch for the last time. Checkered flag unfurls. Aaron Bockover, your race winner. As everybody's looking to kind of congratulate him. Oh, there's the 3 car. He's going to wreck the 44 because they're teammates. Nice little congratulatory slam there out of the 3 of Corey Sherman. The race winner, Dalton Kilrow. Amanda Sherman picks up the banner for TNA.
And then Amanda Sherman in the top 10. Amanda getting it done here in her A car. She said she likes this track. She's been saying it for a couple of weeks. Right now, she's proving it out. The highest running TNA member, Amanda Sherman, running in the 8th spot here on lap 122. And 6 running in 2nd spot right now. As Jamie Walker came down pit road. Oh my goodness. Vince and Arthur are going to come down pit road. Ladies and gentlemen, your new race leader, Terry the Man Foster, as he crosses the start-finish line. I almost saw a smile and then a cough.
Oh, look at that. Just as I was saying that, Derek Paulson stays up high. And we have a new race leader here on lap 14. It's going to be Corey Sherman.
Season that we broadcasted the Xfinity cars, and like you said, a lot of drivers are having a hard time with that. Now the stage 1 is ended. The Sherman are taking another stage here.
Stage 1 belongs to the 3 at a Savage Edge. It's going to be Corey Sherman. What is that called? I don't even know what the website is anymore, but feel free to.
Yeah, I'll be in Discord. Everybody donate.
Yeah, everybody donate. God dang. Whoo! I'm feeling a little flustered up here.
Sam for insurance, I could become sleeveless now.
Might want to corner that market, Aaron.
No, that's great. That's a huge thing. I mean, like for me personally.
From point standing as it is right now with 43 drivers, less than 10% have stuck through our loyalty. What you said, loyalty. Since season 1.
All right, we're back alive, and well, I was asked to show a little bit between the 8 and the 3. Hopefully, Rick, that this shows it, because a little lover spat here on the Turn 3 Racing Network between the 3 and the 8. We'll see if we get there.
And just so you know, there's a little bit more on lap 239 also, but this is perfect.
All right, inside of Derek Paulson was the 3 of Corey Sherman. We're taking it real slow here tonight because why not? I did hear that there may have been some bumpers involved, Rick.
Yeah, there was.
Trying to find it, man. It is tough.
It's really when they're racing more around Dalton Kilrose. So once Derek Paulson, you might want to speed it up just a little bit.
Oh, shoot. Well, we did the wrong thing there. Let's go back one more time.
Oh, you might have broke it.
I did. I broke it. I broke it hard. I definitely broke it hard as we have, whoops, we have the Turn 3 Racing Network live up there. Okay. Well, we're just going to deal with that. And we're going to go on to our third place finisher. Unfortunately, we kind of, we broke it. We broke it really hard, Rick. Our third place finisher here tonight. Rick, I believe you caught up with Dalton Kilroe.
I did. Driver number 41, Daddy-O's machine, Dalton Kilroe. You got Rick Chris up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
10-4, man.
Man, what a hard race for you here tonight. I mean, you did a great job. You gained 3 positions there since the drop of the green flag. Came in third here tonight. How'd your race go?
Well, in my eyes, I'm lucky to have even been able to race because my VR was giving me some issues before the race, and I almost didn't get into the session in time to make the race. I had 4 laps of practice before qualifying, and I was like, oh, I'm about to drop like a rock, and was just taking my time, and thought I was on the right strategy there coming into that last stage, and then kind of threw it all away going into turn 1 on the restart. But you know, it is what it is. I'm just glad I was able to come back, get 3, and have a good night and just good points day.
Well, I mean, definitely going to help you there in the points, man. It was a heck of a ride. I'm glad that everything worked out. I was actually a little nervous because usually you have an in-car camera, and I didn't see it this week, so I wasn't exactly sure what was going on. But good on you. You ready to head to do a little Daytona Road next week?
If I told you yes, would you believe me?
Yes, I would. I think you're going to do fine.
Yeah, it's your mistake, bud.
Well, listen, is there anybody on that number 41 you'd like to thank?
Well, I got to thank Daddy-O's Barbershop, all my new teammates at Five Kings Motorsports. I got to thank Pay to Win Setups, BM Videos, Raise Energy, Butt Kicker, TRJ Karting.com, everybody else, everybody at the Turn 3 Racing Network for putting on great broadcasts, not just but for everybody all across Turn 3. Just check out all the videos and stuff. Everybody for coming out and watching. And let's see, I'm forgetting somebody. FB Button Box. That's the last person I'm forgetting. Sorry about that.
That's all right, buddy. It's been a little while, but you got it through. So just write them down for next time because you're going to need them for next week. I have a feeling.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, buddy. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
All right, and that is our third place finisher, the 41, Dalton Kilrow, as he drives away. Bringing it home in second spot tonight, it's going to be Derek Paulson in the number 6, 2 weeks in a row. We've got top 3, Derek. It's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it does. I'm tired. It was a long race. Lots of different strategies. It was quite the race.
It was indeed, but a second place finish nonetheless. You got it done, man. Who do you got to thank on that 6 machine?
Oh, I got to thank Taylor. For sure, number one. I told him earlier this week that we're going to get him a win here today, and he was fast. I mean, him and Grudenberg, it would have been fun to see them. What happened with them too, with Grudenberg getting a little bit of damage there, but I didn't have the long run speed as them, so I'm happy to get second. But anyway, I got to thank MF Racing Designs. I got to thank my little gal here who painted this paint that I got. I think I'll continue running it because it's been pretty good to me. Got to thank the admins. Got to thank you guys up in the booth. Got to thank Butt Kicker, Pay to Win Setups, TRJKarting.com. And I think that's about it.
Perfect, brother. Congratulations once again on a second place finish. Of course, we have Taylor Butcher Benjamin coming in the top spot. Rick, I believe that you caught up with him.
That I did. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, driver of the number 10. Well, it's the 185 Boston Patrol Lorilty. How you doing?
I'm stoked, believe it or not.
I
was
believe
quite
it.
a race.
I believe it, brother. Quite a race. You're right. Up 3 positions from the drop of the green flag. Man, heck of a job out of you tonight. Tell us about your race a little bit.
Well, I mean, I knew the whole deal was just about saving tires, and you know me, I'm terrible at it. Like the one run right before, like after in between the first and second stage, I actually was down to 3% one time. So I guess I just made the right decisions as far as when to take them, and I got a little break there with, I haven't seen the replay, of course, but I know Grunberg came out ahead of us, and Dalton was on old tires. I don't know if they got together or not, but once I saw Grunberg hit the wall, I was like, oh crap, I got a golden opportunity here. And sure enough, it paid off.
Well, it definitely paid off for you, brother, and congratulations. It was a heck of a race. Next week we head to Daytona Road. How you feeling about that?
Glad I don't have to worry about, not having a win, because, me and my road course abilities and how god-awful they are. But I guess kind of similar to last year when I won at Vegas in the playoffs and we had the Roval in that round. So I'm still going to try to push hard, but I guess not with as much of a sense of urgency as I would have if I didn't have a win.
Well, there you go. I mean, now you're locked into the coveted playoff spot, man. So congratulations. Anybody on that 10 you'd like to thank here tonight?
Oh, yeah, of course. Mr. Derek Paulson, of course, and kudos to him coming in second. And he actually kind of talked me into the last strategy there under green, when to take the tires and when to do gas. So I'm glad he made that call for me. Thanks to MF Racing Designs, thanks to you guys at the Turn 3 Racing Network, thanks to Michael Falk himself for making me this Lorilty paint scheme. And he said to me that if I win tonight, I should retire it. So I'm pondering what I should do about that. But and of course, thanks Mark and Sam for their race control, what they do up there. Thanks for the fans for watching. Thanks to Pay to Win Setups. I know they don't do them anymore, but what they did before. And I just blew my motor sitting here.
You did. That's because it's a well, never mind.
But anyway, yeah, and of course, kudos to you guys for doing the broadcast, especially how this is the longest race of the year. So appreciate you guys.
No problem, brother. Hey, well, listen, congratulations once again. That weight is now off your shoulders, and now you can just kind of enjoy until the playoffs start, man.
Yeah, well, yes and no. I mean, I'm still going to be gunning for more wins to get some more playoff points to set me up for when the playoffs do begin. So, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I know what you mean, brother. Hey, listen, thank you very much for putting the Chevy bow tie in the #1 position. Chris has had too many Miller Lights or something. He hasn't even figured out that the Chevy won, beat the blue ovals that he was touting all race. So congratulations, brother.
Oh, thank you very much. Yep, I'll see you guys next week.
Take care, bud.
Next week it is, as we get rid of the Chevy driver. Man, it has been a lot of fun, Rick, and look, it is the longest race of the season, but it is done now. Taylor Butcher Benjamin winning the race. Derek Paulson, Dalton Kilroy, your top three. Gruenberg, Sexton going to be 4th and 5th, and that is going to do it live from us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. You have had all the loyalty that you can take. We'll put it one more time. Thank you to Savage Edge and TNA Motorsports for sponsoring tonight's race. It couldn't have gone better. Love y'all. We'll see you next time.
Greatness. It's just something we made up. Somehow we've come to believe that greatness is a gift, reserved for a chosen few, for prodigies, for superstars, and the rest of us can only stand by watching. You can forget that.
Well, I want to be a race car driver someday. It's a great sport. It's all I've ever known. Racing.
Ask any racer, any real racer. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
It is going to be Aaron Bockover with the white flag as Dalton Kilroy looks for his championship. Dalton Kilroy sits in second spot. All the 6-car gets loose, holds on to it. Paulson was trying to make the move, couldn't quite get there.
I don't really care what Bockover was thinking, man. You know what? Take the win. Let Dalton win the championship.
In turns 3 and 4, now on the front stretch for the last time. Checkered flag unfurls. Aaron Bockover, your race winner. Done it. As everybody's looking to kind of congratulate him. Oh, there's the 3-car. He's going to wreck the 44 because they're teammates. Nice little congratulatory slam there out of the 3 of Corey Sherman. The race winner, Dalton Kilroy. Amanda Sherman picks up the banner for TNA. And then Amanda Sherman in the top 10. Amanda getting it done here in her A-car. She said she likes this track. She's been saying it for a couple of weeks. Right now, she's proving it out. The highest running TNA member, Amanda Sherman, running in the 8th spot here on lap 122. 6 running in the 2nd spot right now. As Jamie Walker came down pit road. Oh my goodness. Vince and Arthur are going to come down pit road. Ladies and gentlemen, your new race leader, Terry the Man Foster, as he crosses the start-finish line. I almost saw a smile and then a cough. Oh, look at that. Just as I was saying that, Derek Paulson stays up high, and we have a new race leader here on lap 14. It's going to be Corey Sherman.
Season that we broadcasted the Xfinity cars, and like you said, a lot of drivers are having a hard time with that. Now the stage 1 is ended. The Sherman is taking another stage here.
Stage 1 belongs to 3. At a Savage Edge, it's going to be Corey Sherman. What is that called? I don't even know what the website is anymore, but Go feel free to.
Yeah, I'll be in Discord. Everybody donate.
Everybody donate. God dang. Woo! I'm feeling a little flustered up here.
Sam wears shirts I can become sleeveless now.
About want to corner that market here.
No, that's great. That's a huge thing to me. Like for me personally.
Farm board standing as it is right now with 43 drivers, less than 10% have stuck through our loyalty. What you said, loyalty. Since season 1.
Oh, look at things up high. And it's going to be Corey Sherman.
Season that and like you said, a lot of drivers are